Reggie got Indiana. And he was.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
It's crazy how he was making the cuts, making it.
Why is he not better than him?
Think it's sports, but sometimes we don't know.
Get all fuzzy. You know what I'm saying? Like once I register, I'm in there. It get all fuzzy, but it is what it is. I got the little Skrilla.
Yeah, little chicken. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm going out the area again though, for a fact.
Bro, just hit me. Just hit me. No 10% though.
I know. I'm gonna hit you because you got to do the doubles. That's where it's at.
I gotta. You need to teach me. I don't understand that at all. Nad said he got that now.
Oh, I
don't understand that at all.
Oh, that's the game time one. I almost hit for the 10 racks. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know.
Yo, if y'all need some betting advice,
what do almost hitting for 10 racks? Like, what do that get you in the betting community? Like,
it doesn't give me any. No. It gets a lot. No. It's a lot in the betting community.
It's a story.
If you tell somebody I had the wild parlay, I missed one, they like, yo, tell me the parlay though. You gotta tell me what happened. Who messed it up? And shout out to Minnesota. They messed it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, no, on some G, Rad, I only tell my blackjack stories are when I got 100 down, I get a 7 and another 7, so I split. I get another 7, so I split. I get a 3, I double down. I get a 4, I double down. I get a king, and then the other get like a 7-card 21. Those are the best stories. Yo, everybody was sitting there like, oh!
Listen. When I tell you, when I tried the blackjack, when I say FanDuel is the biggest cheaters I've ever seen.
I want a computer. I can't do that, bro.
It's like legit cheating. Like I'm looking at they getting 21 hands like 4 times in a row. I couldn't believe it. I'm sitting here looking at this like, yo, if y'all get another 21 hand, I swear to God, I know this is cheating, bro. This is cheating. Like they're actually cheating me.
They're cheating, bro.
And when I had no money, that's when I hit. So they made me play again. I was like, all right, I see what type of game they playing. They playing that game.
I did. I went down to the casino last weekend. The Barstool Sportsbook, that's when I fired. Well, we gotta go when your boys come. But I play a little blackjack. It's like a bank though. They got like the glass. Well, it's more plastic in between you and people. But it's only 3 people that can sit there now. Wow. So I like that because I hate when like random people come with $5, play one hand and lose and leave. Mess up all the cards. So it's me, my boy Jasser, and this one dude. We was there getting bread. So it was dope. It was dope. So how was our boys' weekends? Our boys had a solid weekend.
Yeah, cool weekend. Can't complain. Tried to get away a little bit. Recuperate. And yeah, I'm good now.
All right, Mills and Rad, how about y'all boys?
Yeah, my weekend was cool too, man. I know yesterday wasn't the weekend, but we had a little real men's basketball little gathering at Chelsea.
Y'all did go to Chelsea?
Boys out of shape. They trash. Like we took too much time off.
What about you?
We all trash. We struggled.
Okay.
Boys was tired after three possessions. Like we was excited when a ball went out of bounds and rolled down the grass, so boys can get a 5-minute breather. Like it was insane.
That's terrible.
I'll cry. Yeah.
I didn't know y'all win.
Mill said the Raz had their 4 ready for anybody.
But what you call it? Hit the group message and nobody else said anything.
Yeah, I realize you can't group message, but you got to message people one by one.
Oh, I'm like, because
they ain't gonna hold no weight.
Whatchamacallit hit who did it? Bags hit the group message and said, yo, is anybody at Chelsea? Nobody responded. So I'm like, oh, nobody must be there. Like I didn't even
I text them individually. I said, yo, they at Chelsea.
Okay.
Oh, yo.
Shady Rat.
I don't know what you said to Bags, but he hit the group chat like, yo, I just had a good conversation with Rad, y'all boys. Boys going on a cruise. Not going on a damn cruise. I was crying laughing. I was like, we ain't going on a damn cruise. Yeah, bro, I was crying laughing. Shout out the Bags though. Yo, Tony hate when we do that. We're gonna get into the show, but Tony hate when we do that, right? I just dog Bags. And then I said, shout out to Bags. Yo, Tony hate that. He like, yo, that's not a real shout out, man. Shout out to Tony.
My weekend was good though. Birthday was the 20th. Had my daughter on the 18th.
Hey.
Yeah, so that was dope. That was dope. Also, I got one last thing I gotta do. You didn't come, Mike. You didn't come to the. You couldn't make it to the little real men's thing. So, but I did something at the joint. If you can read it, you can read it on air.
Said this obviously could have been a text. Something made me do this, Mike. Will you be my best?
So this for you. It's right here. It's chilling. I attempted to mail it, but I was like, nah, the cookie gonna probably crumble or something like that. But yeah.
Bro, we work for the post office, bro. Just put fragile on the box.
Nah, that don't work.
Never works.
Fragile means throw lightly. That's all that means. Throw soft.
Because Rad throw it. That's the problem.
Let's go.
I play stuff. But yeah, bro. So that's the end of my weekend, though, or the end of everything. So the wedding is in Hawaii. So let's plan it. We out.
When is it?
Next year.
It is destination because Rad didn't tell anybody, by the way.
June.
Yo, Mike, I ain't tell you so good the drink. I said, y'all know the wedding in Hawaii. Rat was like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all boys.
At the park?
At the party.
At the party.
At the party.
Well, yeah. Really, I mean, I ruined it because I did tell Mike. But but I told Mike, I'm like, yo, Mike, you know, I was telling him about what happened at the party or whatever, and I told him I ended up telling him like, yeah, Rad, you know, he said he get married. You know what I'm saying? I said, I know you wasn't there. I know you have one. I just ain't give it to you. I didn't know when I was gonna do it. But you know, Rad he do everything kind of weird. So,
how do I do stuff weird, bro? I tried to get everybody together, bro. It didn't work out. I tried, bro.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it took you. That was like what a week and a half ago before you.
A week and a half ago.
That's about a week and a half.
I tried to mail it, but you know,
okay.
I told myself, nah, let me not mail it.
I'll be back for Mother's Day. Hopefully that a cookie's still there. Hopefully it's still good. Now, right?
I didn't
Sean got
eat
an
my
eye
cookie
on
yet.
it. Sean got her eye on it. I ain't gonna hold you. Sean definitely got it.
I don't come with your love, Sean.
And it got a little bottle of Crown in there, or was it
a little bit? A little Crown. I'm a Crown.
Oh, okay, it was Crown.
I'm gonna need that when I touch down. I need that when I touch down for sure.
Sure.
So I'll tell my guy Rad. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate the love. It's funny when Preach told me, I was like, oh, word? I was like, I just assumed Rad was gonna have his 15 brothers in that mug. Type of thing. I had no plans of that. But I'm honored, bro. That's fire. Hawaii. I already told Angie we up in this stuff.
Yes, sir.
So don't be surprised. We talked about it a couple pods ago. People might want to start, do a little proposal.
That's what he
said. Yo, I mean, it's if y'all gonna do it somewhere nice like that, I'm not gonna be mad at nobody if they do.
That's what
I'm gonna be mad for you, bro.
No, but
everybody spend their bread. You spending your bread to get there.
Exactly.
Your bread.
It's a different situation.
It is. I'm not mad, man. Y'all can do that. If y'all plan on doing that. Oh, not Mills.
I told Mike to do it by the water. I told Mike to do it by the water. You know what I'm saying?
By water, man. The volcano might wrap a little something, man. Good background scenery.
That's nice, man. That's nice, man. I ain't hating on that. That's fire.
It's volcanoes in Hawaii?
It is a volcano.
Yeah.
Hawaii is a volcano.
It is. It's sitting on a volcano?
Yeah, from what I like, some islands, like some is not active, obviously, but
oh
yeah,
man,
it's
we
all
about to get torched out there.
yo,
I see blue water.
I see why Mills got on his Nike Tech. Mills must be getting ready for that beach. Mills getting ready to be out there in the sand.
I've been taking some virtual surf lessons too on YouTube.
Why do y'all let him do that, yo? Like, it's only him, bro. It's only him. Mills, you was not taking any virtual swim lessons, bro. Like, what
you said surfing?
Surf lessons.
Oh, that's
surf,
even
bro.
worse, bro. All right,
man. Mills in the house, like, what are you doing?
Where did you even how do you see that? Who introduces you to that? Like, where
you watching?
I was watching.
No, you know he was watching.
I was watching Johnny Tsunami.
No, that's terrible.
Yo, what the
I thought he was gonna say he was watching Love Don't Cost a Thing when Nick Cannon be like, you know that part. That's Mills right there for you.
That's a good movie, bro.
That's a amazing movie. They do not listen.
They don't, bro.
If we really want to speak about it, the truth is, movies is terrible now, man.
They don't make movies like that no more, bro.
They don't make movies like any. They don't make the not the B-rated, not the blockbuster, but the
But
middle.
the
Yeah,
middle.
the middle.
The middle joints. Yeah.
It's no middle class. It's no middle class movies no more.
It's
like
two
you
big
just
budget
can't.
joints.
Rich
And
and
it's,
poor.
It's either Marvel or something like that, or what's the Denzel movie we just watched?
Oh, the little things.
That nonsense. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the worst movie of all time.
It's really, really bad. Or some Marvel joint.
Or it's like, damn, I can watch this all day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or like one of those documentaries or something like that. Like that.
Yeah. So, but you mentioned Hawaii is up and it's stuck. Shit, South Beach was up. Our boys seen that on the internet. I saw everybody in the mama was there this weekend. I mean, it was lit for spring break.
I've seen certain things. Let me say this. Sometimes social media recycles videos and they make it seem like it is for that weekend. It was like, I'm like, I've seen this before. But I did see certain things that was going on in South Beach. We talked about it even before the show. I mean, it was wild. I don't want to get too morbid, but the two guys out there was going too far. I guess, date raping women, and one woman actually did not make it. So prayers to, her and her family. It was a lot going on. I guess it was just a weekend to get out, man. It was nice though. It was nice in the town. You know what I'm saying? You saw
nice.
that picture of Delaware was crazy.
That was crazy.
Like I literally could not believe that.
Ah man, I haven't seen it like that in a while.
That's
wow, bro.
Yeah, that's
I mean, everybody been cooped up. Ready to get out. That's it.
I respect that.
And people got their stimmies. They went right to Miami with it.
Stimmies, yep. A couple people got a couple vaccines, maybe.
Vaccine,
Yeah.
taxes.
I know the dice games is crazy. Y'all roll dice?
Had to be.
Did y'all
It's
know?
weird. I mean, I didn't partake. I don't carry cash no more, so no.
Oh,
Brad was like, y'all take
game.
Cash App, bro.
Take cash out. We on.
You can cash up in the dice game. That definitely should have transitioned. If they not cash
that money got to be in your hand, bro, for the bank.
Yeah, money.
Unless you got the extra
gone.
cash in your pocket to replace the Cash App transaction, it ain't gonna work out. Oh, my bank 20 now. I got 20 left, bro. Where is that? Oh, it's on Cash App, bro. It ain't gonna ride, bro.
I guess so.
What else? So the internet was crazy. The South Beach joint, the biting. Your boy seen biting falling up the stairs like 3-4 times.
He's terrible.
In his last days, man.
He
in his last days.
Yo, it's the end game for Biden right now.
He made it through. He made it through. The president got boys on, and it's like, bro, I can't. He can't go no longer, bro. Shout out to Kamala. She probably gonna be the president in the next 3 years.
First woman, yeah. So I like this question somebody put. It said, what was their worst blooper? Y'all boys, anything coming to mind for y'all?
For me, I really haven't had that many, but this definitely would have made ESPN. I think this is a high school football game. I think it was our junior year.
Big
we was
white
playing
gloves.
Lafayette. We was playing Lafayette. We punted the ball. Shout out to my man Hassan. He smacked the returner, and the ball was landing like the 3-yard line. And I ran down there to scoop it up, and I missed that joint like twice.
I think I remember that.
And I fell in the end zone, and them boys got the ball back. We had an easy touchdown right there. That was a blooper.
Yo, I do not remember that, Mills, and I feel like if I did, I would hate you a little more.
No, we won. We won that game.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, I remember that, but I feel like I would hate you a little more.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous. I've been pissed off, but that's crazy.
If y'all boys don't got one, I got one.
No, I got one. I mean, in a high school game, I fell before. That was a blick boot. It was only big because of the magnitude of the game.
And it was recorded.
And it was
just resurfaced.
It just resurfaced for last month. I mean, we graduated 10 years ago.
But that was because Sean did that. But what happened was that was early. Like it was earlier YouTube though. Like, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like YouTube wasn't really a thing then. I mean, it was a thing, but like it wasn't like how it is now.
Yeah.
Like this video now, if that happened now, that would have been 10 times bigger.
Yeah, you would have been overtime.
Yeah, I'd have been on all those. But the good thing I will say, that was bad, but I mean, we won the game. I came back, very strong. Double-digit assists. I can't really know, maybe 20.
21 assists.
Yeah, Keith McShay. I had to write up in the paper. The whole nine. You know what I'm saying?
The whole nine. It's rumors that some boys from the other team was crying, but
absolutely,
we ain't gotta go there.
So I mean, shout out to that. So
out to that.
We fall down, but we get up. Type of thing.
Rad, you got one?
I can't think of one, bro.
Rad perfect. That's why.
No, I can't think of no big one that's like funny. Like,
it don't gotta be sports related. Mine is not.
Oh, well, you go. Then let me see.
All right. So I'm sure your boys heard the story before, but let me give you a little background. Back in the day, I had a bike.
Not a kid anymore. No, not bad.
So I had a bike, and it wasn't even my bike. It was Marcus' bike, but Marcus had the Oldsmobile. So I had the bike I was riding around. When one of the drug dealers from down the street used to pay me like $20 a night to rent the bike to go hit licks at night.
He got to relax.
I'm like, all right, cool. Do your thing.
He got to relax.
One day, came back. I'm like, yo, where my bike at? Oh, that joint got stolen. What you mean my joint got stolen? He like, got stolen, but I got another bike for you. I'm like, all right. So I get another bike. I got that joint. It's not as good as my other joint, but it's a bike. Then that joint gets stolen. I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, I can't believe this. So I go down. So Tourny, Nut, my boy Kels, I want to say Jerb, Bags, Rico, they all on their bikes, about to go ride out. I'm bikeless. So I go down to the trap. I'm like, yo, let me use a bike. I know it got to be a bike somewhere. They bring out the bike. It got a monster tire in a mountain joint in the back with a little small BMX joint in the front. So everybody was calling me Biggie Little while we was writing. Right? So we in Cheektowaga. We in Cheektowaga, and it's this one street that got like a crazy steep hill. So we hit that joint. We going with like 40 down that joint. So while we going, my joint, like I'm getting some air in the front. My joint bouncing. I'm like, so we make it through. That hella fun. We're like, yo, let's do that joint one more time. I'm like, all right, we here. So I'm going down the hill. This time, I mean, shit go left. I'm like, boo, boo, boo. So my tire going up and down. I'm losing control. I'm shaking like this. So, bro, I know this is not going to end good. So I look for grass. I know I'm going down. Bro, I go full speed. I hit the curb. Boom. Go over the handlebars. I'm flying like 20 feet in the air. Luckily, I landed on all grass. Bro, when I tell you, my friends started crying, laughing, bro.
As they
People
should.
had it on camera.
As they should.
I don't know, the footage is gone, but I'm glad. All you see is me hit the ground, and all you see is Tourny instantly just fall, and Tourny is rolling dead on the ground. Everybody is crying. Rico zoom up to me, like my face, I'm just on the ground on my back like a little turtle, and them boys never let me lay that down. I think I walked home on that bike. I was like, I am not riding that joint. I dropped that joint and I was like, yo, y'all boys didn't owe me some money. This was a death trap. Y'all knew that. And Rico crazy. Still got the footage. I'm gonna ask him for that joint to put that joint up on the page, bro. Hilarious.
Yo, that's hilarious. Fire. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's fire.
You can't.
I can't top that. So.
You can't. Not so.
I can't top that.
I'm about to say that. I was like, oh, I love that.
I'm about to say when I smacked Chuck. That was the. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got it. Yo, football used to be the greatest.
You gotta chill.
I'm telling you what.
Sam was wild.
Oh no, we was doing kickoff drills. We was doing kickoff drills.
Was it kickoff? I think it was just regular play, bro.
No, it was kickoffs. For some reason, it was okay. It was just like like stay in your lane type of thing. Nothing too serious. And for I don't even know why I did it. But no. You're right, Rat. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was just regular.
He was a cornerback. And you just
Chuck was just eating though. Like he was dogging us. Like, you know what I mean? He was eating, kept breaking every tackle and all that.
Chuck, it was first team D and he was on the second team. Oh,
that's what it was. Chuck was killing. And so like the one play, I swear to God, he was Barry Sanders. Like honest to God, he was Barry Sanders. Like no, seriously, like he He
Shout out to
he
Chuck.
shook who was it? Streets. Like Streets flew into somebody. Like he did a spin move. Two people collided. And I swear to God,
like
like
Washington Generals.
seriously, it was out of a movie. It was like some Little Giants type stuff.
Bro, he gave him the ball. He just ate.
Broke it. Like he was just killing. So he running, laughing at everybody, right? He don't see me. I'm on the backside. He like running to the end zone.
Oh, his
Yo,
Tyrese.
I came
Yo,
and lit Chuck up.
But Chuck, if Chuck shot the story, he always say he was like 10 feet in the end zone.
He
when
might
you came
have
and hit him.
been a foot in the end zone.
Yes, he might have
I
been
give
a
him a foot.
He
I
was
give
not
him
all
a
the way
foot
in the
end zone. It was like Sam was hustling, so he got this payoff. He like just got his payoff, but he was clearly in the end zone and wilding like yo, like hold on.
Chuck flew.
He would have got injected if it was a real game.
Absolutely. I'm not gonna lie. Yo,
And we do
Chuck-
in this practice. It's
Oh
our best
my
running back. Like
God.
nigga, yo, you wildin', yo. This Chuck, chill.
Yo, Chuck chased me everywhere, bro. Like, yo, he chased me everywhere. I was running for my life. That's how bad that was. I was like, oh my God, I gotta get away from him. I gotta get away from this. Stop. I'm like, coach, get him.
Yo.
He is wilding right now, bro. Like, he gotta
wildin'.
chill.
He wildin'.
Shout out
I'm
to Chuck,
crying.
though, man.
Shout out to Chuck.
That was
So what
crazy.
else? Biden them was also in the news. They fired some staffers that disclosed they smoked weed in the past, which to me is like what?
Word?
Like yes, bro.
Word?
Five White House staffers got fired. You know, 'cause they got to do not a background check, national security, and right they said like no, did you ever smoke weed before? They're like yeah, I smoked weed in the past, and they all got fired for that job.
I think Barack admitted that himself.
Kamala admitted that.
But I
She was on the
wonder,
Breakfast Club talking about she was smoking to listen to Tupac and Snoop Dogg.
is that not like
I don't
against the
believe
law? Is that discrimination? Or because weed is not legal? Is that why federally?
Yeah, it's
You can
not-
still do
it's
that?
not legal.
I don't
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
Biden talking about he wanted to decriminalize it and everything, but this
That-
there's not a way to do it.
Listen, I think this is a classic example because I'm going through this right now, and I don't know if I really want to put it out like this, but I would just say older people who may be in certain positions, they're very strong on weed, and I think what will be an issue to a certain group of people, I'm gonna say I'm gonna leave it vague because I don't want to be very specific to a certain group of people, is that like we keep demonizing weed, and it's like, yo, if you look at it like alcohol, we stop demonizing that. Cigarettes, we stop demonizing that. We are against it because of health concerns, but it's not like how it used to be. Like, this is a certain, you know what I mean? Like certain
Yeah.
things, it's like we're not as, this is so bad. And I think weed is just that next step that we have to get to. I'm not saying that, like, listen, do everything in moderation, right? You ain't like, I would not suggest people to just like get stupid high, all the time, because one, not gonna say you're wasting your money, but you are spending a lot of money. Like that becomes a bill. And then two, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it may not be as healthy as you think it is. Not to say that you can't do it, but you just have to do everything in moderation. Like it's not a, like, you shouldn't be just like, like, oh my God, like if you're dependent on it, like, yo, I got to do this to function. That's a problem. And that doesn't mean it's with anything. If you drink like that, if you smoke like that, if you have sex like that, or whatever it is. So I think it's a mindset change.
But did y'all see that the one dude, Carl Hart, the doctor, he was on Joe Rogan, he was on Breakfast Club, and he trying to not change this. He trying to change the stigma of all drugs, not just weed. He's saying all drugs are he did heroin before. Now I'm not saying this because I agree with him. What I'm saying is that like somebody what you saying about weed. This drug doctor who been a doctor at Yale or Harvard, wherever yet, for 20 plus years, saying that he feel that way about all drugs, and all drugs in moderation are fine.
Absolutely.
Is that what people do and all that stuff. So he's saying even with heroin, even with crack, even all that stuff, he done it all, and he had withdrawal. He talks about, you know what I mean. If you go watch the Breakfast Club, it was not the best interview because Charlemagne and Envy was kind of not letting him talk. They just thinking like he was saying promoting heroin, which he really wasn't. But it's still a tough sell if you're saying that you can do heroin if you want. You just gotta do it. You know what I mean? That's a crazy thing to get
do
off.
crack in moderation to black people who seen
exactly.
that's
the
problem.
And they wasn't doing it. But he from Chicago. He said he lived there, so he kind of well rounded. So his argument is a good argument, a decent argument. But I know it's like most people not gonna accept it because it's too much. But go. I advise y'all to go watch that interview. And then watch the Joe Rogan one. That's more open-minded because Joe Rogan about that. But the Breakfast Club one is interesting too.
It's biblical. Let everything be done in moderation. That's everything.
He used the Constitution as well, though.
But the issue is, and this is the other side of it. Our older statesmen, so to speak, they've seen the bad. Like they know that one hit of something can change somebody's life. Like, you know what I mean? People always talk about I'm trying to get to that first high that I had. And that is the danger.
He debunks that. He debunks that too.
But he can't debunk that because in somebody's
I'm telling you, he does.
I know, I understand that, but like if you go to somebody else and they say if this is my experience, then how can he debunk somebody else's experience? What is he saying?
He's saying that it's
that's not true.
It's not. It's like sex. It's like he compare it to sex. It's like it's nobody out trying to get their first nut. It's like you just like it and you're just gonna keep doing it.
That's not.
You know what I mean?
Well,
that's what he says.
I'm not gonna get
nobody says that about a sexual experience. It's the same thing. It's the same release of whatever that happens in your body.
Endorphins.
Whatever. Yeah. But he says it that he explains it as sex. But if you go watch the Breakfast Club, they on him. They said, bro, that don't make sense. Blah 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 blah. But I think he explains it better than I am. But he, and he's a doctor, so he knows something. I'm not gonna just like you don't know what you talk about. You know what I mean? Like
I'm not gonna. We did that with the documentary with Waka Mother, so I'm not gonna go at Rad. We can move on.
Yeah, let's move on because I want to talk about Mills. It looked like Mills' doppelganger right now. Mills doing his best Derrick Jackson impression with what he's wearing right now. So more to come, more Derrick Jackson come, Mills jokes to come from Mills. But let's talk about that, right? Because it's with a lot of relationship, public relationships were really public this weekend with Quavo and Saweetie, their breakup. Derrick Jackson and his wife in the video they did was like ridiculous. I don't know if your boy's seen that or not yet.
I've seen clips. I've seen parodies. Yeah, but I'm not watching that, bro. I don't care. It's all stupid.
Yeah, it's all stupid. So let's talk about the relationship etiquette. And well, first let's talk about Quavo and Saweetie, right? Because that's different. They weren't married, and they just broke up. How do y'all feel about that situation? I know, Rad, you don't care, but try to
talk about it.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So what you think?
I thought it's interesting. I don't know. Like, I understand. I'm not with it. They a public couple, so obviously they got to make stuff public, I guess. But I'm not with public stuff. I'm not with putting, I'm not with that. So it's like, once anybody do it, it's kind of weird. I know when females do it, they're gonna get the benefit of the doubt because they the strength and women and all that. That's fine. But I mean, I think Quavo, I wouldn't like if the whole repossession of the car and all that stuff. That's what you talk about. Like, can you do that? Can
that said that I wasn't true though.
Oh. Well, let's act like
it want the car back.
Yeah, but what about that? Is that relationship etiquette? That's just relationship etiquette. It doesn't have to be this situation.
Okay, so if I bought outright and bought something, and it's yours. But if I'm making payments on something,
it's over.
I probably, because I'm not about to even it depends how we end too. Because am I contacting you saying, yo, we got to switch it over to your name and we about to go do all that paperwork? Am I doing all that? If I'm not, then it's like, yo,
give me my car.
Just get the car. Like, just get the car back. You got to if you're making payments. Like, you just have to take the car back. There's no way around that. I'm not paying. You know what I mean? So.
No, it's not.
It's not long. I mean, it is a gift, but that's a different stipulation. A wholehearted gift. If I bought out a car, I mean, I probably won't fight for that. But if I'm paying a note on a car or something like that, I'm taking that back, bro.
When me and my ex split up, I kept the Jeep. I don't know what Mills you're talking about. I kept it.
Yeah.
And like the thing is, people say that because we're looking at smaller purchases, right? Like we're talking about a Bentley. That's like $200,000.
Yeah, like, but if you had the thought to give somebody something, I don't feel you should take it back.
Okay,
Mills,
Mills,
do it. All right,
Mills.
Derrick Jackson.
Okay, Mills.
So you will continue paying the car note?
No, case in point, Mills.
No, I would transfer it over to her.
Mills, say you
She can
wasn't
keep it.
Say you wasn't married, right? Say you wasn't married, and
He wasn't married before, bro.
Yeah, you wasn't married before, right? And you got a house with your significant other, and you was paying the mortgage. If y'all broke up, would you continue to pay the mortgage?
No, not if I'm not living there.
So, like, why? So if he's not driving the car, why would he continue to pay for the car?
Okay. All
I
right,
didn't say
Mills. All right, Mills. Say if he bought the Bentley out straight cash and gave it to her, you saying that that's a gift? Then it is what it is.
It's hers, right? It's hers.
So if you bought the house outright, she can have the house.
But the example you gave was us both living in a house. Like that Bentley was strictly just for her. They weren't sharing it.
All right,
I don't know. I don't know what they was doing with it. I don't know if he drove it or not.
No, he didn't. It was her.
I mean, he didn't drive it because
we don't know
he
if
has
it's
a
true. So
lot
we
of
don't know
cars.
if that's true. So let's not.
It's hard to do this with these couples because like he has like a lot of stuff. That's why it's easy to say, you know what I mean? I can point the finger and say, oh, he's wrong. But in a regular situation, like I can't speak for everybody, but couples drive couples cars all the time, no matter who's paying for it. So I mean, like if they break up, it's not, yes, it was technically yours. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I done got it fixed. I done put gas in it. I done did this, that, and the third. You remember Baby Boy? You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a stat.
He didn't get the car though.
He didn't get the car, and you saw what happened.
It was hers, but it was hers. It was her car.
I would say this though. It's one thing, right? He may have let her keep it, but she going on the internet talking about he didn't value me and just saying all this, like pretty much running him through the mud.
Fact.
He like, all right, let me get my bet.
I got something for you. Give me my drink back.
My question is, because Rad is right when things go public, because clearly I'm assuming I guess they was on the rocks for a while. Had to have been.
Yeah.
Because if y'all seen like the interview with Justin and Justin LeBoy, I didn't even know this. I had to ask my girl. Justin and Justin LeBoy, like
I saw it.
I didn't know who Justin LeBoy was, but I didn't know that was her ex. P. Diddy's son.
Diddy's son.
I had no idea. And if you're going to your ex's house, I mean,
that's talking about sex. It's a mass. All the whole conversation is about sex. Like you can't do that.
That's insane. Like they had to have been broken up at that time. And my question also, I was gonna ask y'all, like, as far as etiquette is concerned, even if it's a week, even if y'all was on the rocks, is that okay for your significant other to do, or for you to do something in that vein?
So we broke up?
Not necessarily like, and you know what I mean, that tweener period, you know what I'm saying, like y'all broken up, but like
well, so Weedy said that she was checked out for a while now,
and but that doesn't mean you broken up though.
I know.
So what does so checked out etiquette is what? Anybody know that?
Nah, I feel like that's only reserved for women.
It is. It's hard because this conversation without being married is one thing. How serious you taking it if y'all not married? But at some level, like you should, because even if y'all not married, it's still that energy and still that feeling of something lost is happening.
Yeah.
So you still gotta respect a long-term relationships, regardless. You know what I mean? So I mean, I think you should just act. For me, I would act. I wouldn't go out my way to be disrespectful. I say it like that. I won't go out my way. I think she went out her way. I think that was out your way type thing.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't do that. And now the reports, they said it's not true, but that's Quavo going out his way. I think no, maybe not. He got the bread.
That's just the energy.
Yeah, but I'm just the energy. It's just a reaction, because maybe he would have just cashed that out and said, I mean, it's not a big deal because I can pay for that. But now I can do something, I guess, trying to match the petty, trying to get the energy back. He'd do that. But yeah, I won't go on my way. I
don't personally think that's not matching energy though. Like what she did was, I don't want to say it was wild, but it like she knew what she was doing. Right? She intentionally took that interview. She knew what they was gonna be talking about. She wanted to be filmed next to her ex-boyfriend, because Quiet as Kept, that they probably filmed that weeks before, or you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't do that yesterday. Mm-hmm. So like she knew she was, I want to say maniacal, but this was well thought out.
She's been branding herself I mean, I'm not saying she shouldn't or shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But how she's been getting way more public eye, doing way more music now. She got like 3 or 4 songs charting. She been doing mad like little. Her Instagram is crazy. Her TikTok, no, she been her buzz has been coming crazy.
She used him.
Definitely. I don't know that.
She
They used each other. They could have used each other. It's very possible.
She used Quavo to come up.
It's
Let's say it. Let's call
They
a
used
spade
each
a
other.
spade. Let's call a spade a spade.
They probably could have used each other. Maybe it was something similar like Offset and Cardi B. And theirs went
Quavo
right.
probably seen that.
Yeah, they were right. Theirs did
match it.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. You know what I mean?
My Takeoff ain't do it.
Cause clearly he don't care. You know what I mean?
I'm crying. And then quick on the Pander Bear, Derek Jackson. It's just funny that I don't want to say this because I was talking about texting Nas and Tourny earlier. You see the women and how they are
phony
and how we say
phony.
Because when it was Jada and C stepped out on Will, it was just like, no, let's put our arms around her and everything. Yeah, and then the Derek Jackson thing happened, and Black women been keeping him afloat forever. Black men he was never speaking for Black men. He was only speaking to Black women. He was pandering to them. He wanted them to buy his books. He wanted them to buy whatever, and he was pandering to them, and they loved him. He came up. He came up using Black women emotions against Black men. But he was never speaking for Black men. He was only speaking to Black women. But now this happened, and now they completely threw him to the side and now dogging him. And to me, it's just like, now. Yeah. Now he just another nigga. Now he just another Black man. So to me, it just showed the difference of how they treated Jada, and she still got all this love, and now he messed up, and now he getting dragged. I don't care. I can care less about him because he is a pander bear. But I just think it's kind of Black women need to relax, look in the mirror, and be true. If cheating is bad, then it's bad, regardless if it's a male or female that does it.
That's not true, Mike. I'm saying not true, but it's not going. I know. Fly.
It's
you know
not
what I
mean?
That way.
Because
do you? I know. I'm saying. Do you ascribe to? It's easy for a man to cheat than a woman to cheat. Do you ascribe to that? Do you ascribe to? If a woman cheat, it's because she emotionally gone. She's not just gonna cheat for the physical. Do you subscribe to that? Do y'all subscribe to that?
I don't subscribe to that. It's nonsensical. It's like stop
cheating,
because we gotta first of all stop asking for equal rights and then start putting all these like caveats and everything. All right, so it's either one or the other. That's what I'll say on that. And then to move a little bit further, you have to define cheating. I consider.
Let's bro. When you say that, you lost. Soon as all right, let's define it. Let's start. No, as soon as you start trying to put like stakes in the room.
I'm not. I'm saying
I'm telling you, that's a loser
cheating.
Battle.
No, cheating. I'm saying my definition of cheating is doing something that you would not want your partner to do. That's what I deem is. No, it's not a gray area. That is cheating. Like it's the golden rule. Do unto others as you will want done unto you. Like it's like common.
Yeah, but Sam.
Sense.
All right.
Like, okay, what I'm saying is just start naming the things that you like that you won't want.
But some men don't want some men don't want texting no other guy ever. It don't matter who he is.
Okay, but then and then
that's a real thing. People don't like that.
I understand that, but do you text other women? But then ask them, do they text other women?
Some men, you bro.
And if they say yes, I know, but listen, if they say yes, then therein lies the problem. Then you got to investigate that. Why can you do this and they can't? If you give me a great explanation, then we're gay. We can get above it. I'm not against it. But if if you can't do that, if you cannot justify it, then don't do it. Don't put that stipulation on there. If you feel uncomfortable with your female texting another man, then that must mean you are insecure about something. Either she has to deal with that or you have to deal with that. Or y'all both got to come to an agreement. I'm just keeping it a stack beezy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the facts of it.
Well, I know all the women think that C already cheated back on him. So
who, Sweetie?
No.
No, but also I want to
Bunk
say
joint.
like,
Oh,
if the dude, I mean, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all preachers and like and stuff like that. But sometimes the message might be more important than the messenger sometimes too. So if he was coming with some stuff that helped you with your relationship, if it really helped you in some type of way, I mean, respect it. But I never listened to him though. So
I don't know.
I'm coming from ignorance on that side. I know he is. I see it, but I'll be scrolling. I'll be like, this dude, I only talk about.
We can buy his book. They will sell them on Facebook for like $1 today because they ain't want no more. We can grab the book.
But if the book got some principles in there that's right,
you're right.
then use it. I mean,
I agree.
The messenger could be, anybody that got some jewels.
I respect that. I respect that, Rad.
If they got Jews, they got Jews.
I am a big proponent of to whom much is given, much is required. I do subscribe to that. So yes, you are supposed to live a certain way, but you do have to be.
No, they don't.
Exactly. You know that, like, right? You're not perfect. And I don't like doing this, but even the preacher, so to speak, like he's not a perfect man or woman, right? He has his faults. So you have to be.
The flesh not perfect.
Yeah, you have to be mature enough to be able to say, okay, even though he may not be, all that he's quote unquote should be, what he's saying and what he's preaching and who he represents is more than that. It's just bigger than that. I'm not saying him. I'm not talking about him now. He could go kick rocks. I don't care. But I'm just saying, like,
but if his book got Jews in it, use it.
Right.
Use it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I don't. It probably don't.
Just like the Kirk Franklin. You know what I'm saying? Just like Kirk Franklin. Still listen to the song. Just know that out of that same mouth, he be getting at his kids. You know what I mean? Straight like that.
Straight like that. All right, so
shout out to him.
Who, Kirk?
Absolutely. He should have walked on his child.
That definitely should have dog walk. No,
Kirk Franklin, Quincy Jones of gospel, bro. If not more.
Let me say this, Mike. I'll do
that boy though.
That's true. Speaking of standards and things of that nature, we can go into the football segment. And something that we do have to address is the Deshaun Watson. I'll call it a fiasco, man. It's literally insane what's happening to him. And I'm gonna be honest. This is really the first day I've really read on it, like in detail, multiple articles, and I believe right now it's up to 14 accusations, right?
Yep, something like
up to
that.
14 accusations. And one of the things that just came out is apparently he's being blackmailed by somebody for 30 racks. That has just been released. Some woman that's
shortbread.
Yeah, that's what I said. She said, and basically she got in contact with his marketing manager and was like, yo, I need the 30 racks for silence. And he said, well, for what? Like, what did Deshaun, basically, what did he do? She said that they performed a consensual sex act. And he was like, okay, so what exactly am I going to pay you $30 to keep silent for? Like, if this was consensual, then what, you got to tell me what's going on. She basically did not tell him, but she said that Deshaun and I want this to be silent. Like, he doesn't want this to get out what we did. I don't know if I'm not even going to speculate.
Family or something like that.
Well, regardless, I mean, if you had a family, then.
Oh, okay. You going deeper than that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Deeper, but, all right.
Well, but I don't know.
Sorry. Yeah. No need to speculate.
Yeah, no need to speculate. I don't want to speculate. So I'll just leave it there.
Shout out Young Buck.
Shout out Young Buck. Shout out. Listen.
Shout out
Tank had his
Who owes? The dude at like Jared. Bobby Valentino,
Mr. C. Everybody, prayers to everybody involved.
Undercover cop. What's the joint? It's the joint called on the cop show. He used to be in New York. The black dude. Forget it. It's not Undercover Cop. It's called.
Starsky and Hutch.
No, bro.
Okay.
Black dude.
I wasn't.
Just come on TNT, bro.
Law and Order C9.
No, I know.
It's before. It's the black version of that. It was the black version of that.
I know what Rad's talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Got it. I forgot.
But we can't remember the name. But nonetheless,
Ice-T.
Yeah.
No, it was the black version of Law and Order.
I can't.
People know that.
Black version of Law and Order.
Yes,
it was.
Black version of Law and Order. That's what it was.
But
it's like New York Undercover or something like that.
Something like that. Undercover New York. But anyways,
I'm looking it up right now.
First, everybody involved. I don't know. So we don't really know what it was. But when I read some of the allegations that the woman has come forth with. And okay, I guess the pattern is what they're saying is Deshaun Watson hires massage therapists.
I got a theory on what was happened, but I don't want to be insensitive at the same time.
And that's the problem. But we can talk about it. But I just want to lay it out for everybody. He hires massage therapists, and their accusation is they feel intimidated in his presence, and he asks them. I guess the pattern is he asks the massage therapist to massage his groins and his glutes. If you don't know, his glutes is like behind, like really his butt, essentially. Pause. And the groin is near the midsection, so to speak. And so apparently he's asking the masseuse to do this. And they said that they get the feeling that he wants to have sex with them. I personally do not know what he's doing to convey that to them. I'm not being insensitive to them.
All accusations, all of them is not all sex happened. Only some of them.
A couple said he put his penis on their chest, and
one of them was he got
bro. Don't say yo, y'all are wild.
Yo, Mills is wilding.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying.
The new name was Malik Yoba.
Malik Yoba,
ball head.
Malik Yoba.
Yeah.
Malik Yoba, yeah.
Yep.
What's the name of the show? Do you find it out?
Undercover.
Oh, let's go.
No, you're right.
That's Jeopardy. That's a Jeopardy question.
And low key, they cancel him. Like he hasn't. You haven't seen him since that whatever he did. But what I was saying was, one situation was he was naked. And I suppose the lady told him to put on a towel, or maybe he should wear a towel. He didn't necessarily want to wear a towel. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with masseuse culture. I don't get massages on a regular basis. I only hear about them. So my question to y'all is, did somebody push the button on Deshaun Watson?
Bro, it's crazy because for me, that's one of my first thoughts. Later on, I thought like, yo, why you get so much massages? Like, what is? It seems like, bro.
Yo, if you see the dates, bro, they all in 2020. Like he had like 2 in May. They're like all right after the pandemic, like from May to freaking like August.
But that's not. I would love to see how many other players and how frequent they get massages, right?
Is this out of the norm?
I don't know.
I do want to know that.
I would like to know, like Russell Wilson, because from what we see, like honestly, we hear about like LeBron gets massages. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like all these players, they take care of their body. We know that this is the heightened sense of taking care of your body, making sure your body is okay. And all I'm trying to say is, you know, regardless, and let's be clear, Deshaun Watson can like massages. He can want to get massaged by a sexy lady. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
But not if you a creep.
No, but what I'm saying is what we got. The thing we have to investigate is, what does that mean? Because if you are giving Deshaun Watson a massage, I this is my question, and I struggle with it. How does Deshaun Watson know if you do not tell him? Now, I understand the female is saying that they're intimidated, but like, okay, then what? Then you have to. Then there has to be some type of thing in place where you can tell somebody else and they can tell him. Like, I don't understand. How does he know that you are uncomfortable?
I think moving forward, that's something, but it's he say, she say. I mean, it's civil suit. For one, it's a civil suit. So it's he say, she say. It's about money. So that's where it's like iffy because there's no criminal act being charged, no criminal charges happening. And for me, ultimately, it's potentially a lose-lose for him because, like,
it is,
bro. How you know what I mean? How you like who gonna touch you far as endorsements and stuff like that? If right now at this moment, and you gonna probably not play football this year because this gonna keep going on because it's so many women and they probably gonna put you on an exempt list. It's just like a lose-lose for him, even if they all do come out as false. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's gonna take away either money, time, effort, and so if he did do it, if he did, some of them were things that he probably shouldn't have done. Some of the allegations. So if he did do that, he need to figure that out, and he need to be try for those things. But it's just a lose-lose for him as I'm looking at it right now, and that's the sad part for me.
The timing is crazy though. Like, he didn't want to play for Houston no more. He wanted to trade and everything like that.
That's a fact. That's a
And
fact.
then this stuff just come out, right now. You know what I'm saying? When they don't want to get rid of him. Like if this happened in May and April of 2020, why it take so long for everybody to come out with it? And then everybody come out at the same time, like over a matter of a couple of weeks, couple of months. We up to 14. Like we was at 2 weeks ago. We up to 14 already.
For a fact, somebody pushed the button. Like whether he did it or not, somebody still pushed the button. Because because it's a fact. It's not a hearsay. It's a fact. If they went to Deshaun Watson, people, no doubt they went to the Houston Texans. Like, it's like that's just common sense. Yo, star quarterback, we have this story on him. Give us the money. And so they kept it in their back pocket and they said, okay, Deshaun want to act crazy, push that button. Go talk.
Yeah. If you watch the Tiger doc, it kind of happened like that. But he was doing it, but it kind of happened like somebody got something on him. And they went to the Tiger saying, yo, what's good? And it got out. It got out once, it didn't happen, but then they did it again and it actually happened. He got caught up again. So, but he was doing it though. So.
I don't want to minimize how women feel in certain situations like this. I really, really, really don't. But I do think that we need some type of structure. I know it's nuancce.
Yeah, you need a woman's perspective because you can't be in a woman's body in that situation.
I understand that. I understand that, but at some point, it's just like, yo, like if you tell me yes, then what I'm going off the yes. That's what I'm going off of. I don't know if you saying that, but I really didn't want to do it, and I didn't know all that. I don't know what's going on there. I wasn't privy to that knowledge. But if it was a yes, then we get it. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. You need a woman's perspective on that, bro. I can't,
I'm just saying what we were taught. Yes means yes, right? And no means no. But that's not the case no more, though. It's not. And then when something got to give on that, yo. We got to figure that out. That yes does not mean yes anymore. Yes means maybe. And if it go left, I don't like it. I'm just keeping the stack bundle with you. But
yeah, you gotta adjust to the time, bro.
That ain't no time. That's silliness.
That's what it is. You gotta adjust to the time.
Yes don't mean yes.
You gotta adjust to the time, bro.
So yes don't. So you saying yes don't mean yes no more too?
I'm saying you gotta adjust to the time.
What time? Right, man. Come on, man.
Yeah,
if I'm talking to my son, and I'm not having this argument with him because he loses. To a man, you lose in that scenario. So adjust to the time, or you will lose. What you gonna do?
Okay. I don't want to talk about this, but you say if you're talking to your son, right? Because now this is going to be a part of the talk.
Oh my God,
right? It's the cop talk now. Now is this more so than what it was? Because now it's like it's happening so much more. Like shout out to women that come forward and actually been through situations like this. But in the case of your son, Rad, you said adjust to the time. That's, as you know, that's Vegas shit. That almost means nothing. But if you're talking to your son, is there any like real nuance and details that you can give him on how to really move?
For me, how I moved, I was like oblivious to people. It got to be darn obvious for me. Like people who said they were who liked me.
No, that's true. No, give Rad that. Give Rad that. Give Rad that.
Listen, bro. Let's move on. Let's say that because we can't talk about this. We cannot talk about this.
I don't know.
Let's move on, Mike. Please.
I'm talking about it. Yes. I would say.
What are we talking
let her
about
lead
right
the
now?
way, bro. I would tell him lead the way.
What are we talking about right now? Let's move on. I'm not wilding. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want none of us to talk about this. Let's all move. Yo, I cannot believe y'all said this. I cannot.
Mike know what I'm talking about, though.
No.
Mike know what I'm talking about.
But do you know what I'm talking about, Mike?
No, nobody does.
I'm not addressing you, Preach.
All I'm gonna say
I
is
don't know
this.
what he talking about.
I'm gonna say this. Prayers to everybody involved.
Prayers to everybody involved.
Prayers to everybody involved.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everybody got home.
Like, what are we talking about? No. Y'all boys was wild. Like y'all, I'm sorry. I'm not saying y'all. I'm saying there was a certain sect of people that may have or may have not been wild.
Yeah,
But like we got it. Like stop.
but
Like
stop.
In that situation, I went last.
Yo, what happened? What happened to you? Go let me go.
Yo, that's the name of the pod. I went last. Yo, Sam, I went last, bro.
Yo, y'all boys are wild.
Yo,
Yo,
show off the road.
God.
Yo, listen, I say this: 10 years makes a hell of a difference in life, man.
Yo, we gotta move on, man. We gotta move on. Y'all boys are wild.
Man. Shout out.
Yo, Mills, what's the timestamp? I'm bleeping that out.
Ah, G, leave that
I'm
in
bleeping
there.
that out. Nah, I'm bleeping that out.
You got it. That gotta go. That gotta go.
I'm bleeping it out.
It gotta go.
I'm leaving it out. So, let's move on. Let's move on with the show. So let's talk a little football before we get to basketball. Galladay signed with the Giants. Nice little new game. I got SOS. Was that smart or stupid?
For who? I'm
Galladay.
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Galladay, that's always tough. I don't know. This is what I'm gonna say. Damn, I mean, for Galladay, it was cool. You got the money. I'm assuming that's the most money you could have got. So I go with that as a wide receiver. Go get the most money.
So it wasn't smart or stupid. You don't have an opinion on that.
I think it was smart. I said it was smart. Go get the money. On
Okay,
Galladay,
okay.
yeah, I think it was smart on both ends. But we can talk about Galladay, so smarter on Galladay.
I agree with that. I mean, we all know he's not gonna get a ring over there, so yeah.
It's gonna be hard to get a ring anywhere, really. I mean,
Yeah, I say it was smart. I mean, because like at the end of the day, it's only two teams that can go for a ring, like essentially. So I mean, I think sometimes we kind of overstate that, you know. Like in last, it was a Buccaneers. He wasn't going there. They don't have the money, and he wasn't going to Kansas City. There are two likely
Right, but you
teams
can
to
make an
win.
improvement. You can make an improvement though.
So
like,
what? But it doesn't
he
matter.
kinda
Go to
just took
Buffalo.
a step
Go to
over
Buffalo.
to the left or the
That's
right.
like going to Buffalo might put you in that ring conversation for sure.
I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm saying realistically, like it's when you look at Vegas, it's two favorites.
Well, yeah, I mean, yes, it's gonna be the two favorites, but I don't mean they're gonna win it.
Yeah, but like
you can go to the third favorite, go to the fourth favorite, go to the fifth favorite. Like he went to a team that probably won't win their division.
That remains to be seen.
That's my point.
I don't know that.
Point. Because I think the Giants is going to improve. I think the Giants is going to do the blueprint of the Bills. I think they should, honestly. I think they should put the ball in Daniel Jones' hand, and this is your third year, make it or break it, and try to, get a candidate out. Your number one. You got Ingram, they got Rudolph, Saquon coming back. Yo, this is your team. You got the weapons.
They got Rudolph. He just threw Rudolph out there.
They got another tight end. They got Kyle Rudolph.
They got Kyle Rudolph, but he's 50 years old.
I mean, they got Adoree Jackson. They signed boys.
They got boys out there.
They signed Adoree Jackson. I mean, they can win a division. I mean, I'm sorry,
Absolutely
that division is terrible. They can win that division. They almost won it last 100%. Year. And if some Eagles started Hurts the whole time, they probably would have won the division last year. That's how terrible the division was. So I think Daniel Jones is in a position to improve on some like Josh Allen stuff. We'll see. I think he's primed to do that. I don't know if he will, obviously, but he's in that mode of, big arm, athletic guy. But if he gonna make that jump, we'll see. I don't know.
Like I told everybody when we was doing Everybody Eats B, start the defense playing against Daniel Jones. So
I don't know. This might be different.
So y'all all say it was smart. So I'm guessing if y'all were a free agent, a highly touted free agent, y'all would chase money instead of a ring. If y'all was Galladay.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Oh yeah, it's not a question. What the ring gonna do?
Yeah, nothing.
As a wide receiver, who cares?
What the ring gonna do?
Who cares?
Yeah, like literally.
Randy don't got one. T.O. don't got one. Chris Carter don't got one. Larry Fitzgerald don't got one. It's like, bro,
you can still make your stamp. You can still make your stamp.
Yeah, nobody cares. Like literally,
I don't care. That's a wide receiver.
The only time you care about rings is generally when people have rings. Like, you know what I mean? Like you like go through that. But other than that, like just like if you don't have a ring, then you're just not mentioning those conversations. Like those best all-time conversations.
But
you know
the
what I'm
best
saying?
wide receivers of all time, the only one that has one is Jerry.
That's
The
why
next three,
so
four. No.
that's why in football it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, football it definitely doesn't matter. In basketball, it matters a little bit more in football, but
Yeah, for
football,
sure.
like
Quarterbacks, it matters. Quarterbacks,
yeah,
it matters.
quarterback, certain
Basketball,
positions,
it matters.
yeah. But like running back, it doesn't matter. Like we still consider Barry Sanders one of the greatest of all time. He was terrible on it. I mean, like Detroit was terrible.
Terrible. He never made the playoffs.
Never. So I mean, like, what difference
That's-
would it make?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, no, I agree. I'm always for getting your bread, and like it's his first Is this the first contract, right?
Probably.
I think it's his first
Rookie
contract.
deal.
So
Offense rookie deal.
this like right when Randy went to San Fran, like that's something you do when you in like year 15 and you just all right, let me go get a ring.
He went
So
to the Patriots.
so when we talk about me versus Jerry, at least I got one
yeah.
type of thing. But all right, so let's switch to the NBA. Right now we got is Brad Stevens a bad coach? I'm assuming Preach put this. What's up, Preach?
I put this because I think it needs to be said that he is a bad coach. The Boston Celtics is terrible. They're god awful.
AC.
That's
Well, Marcus Smart been hurt.
listen. You can say whatever you want to say. He's underachieved with a lot of his teams. I mean,
I don't think so. That's not
he
fair.
has.
He went to the playoffs 8 times.
That's not fair, Sam.
For Boston,
my point
we got a
is
50% win percentage.
okay, but my point is that we put Brad Stevenson like as like he's a top 5 coach in Brad Stevens as a
Yes.
top 5. He's not a top. Yo,
He
but
around
like
there. He around there.
but all I'm saying is, at what point do we look at the facts? Like that's all I'm saying. Like, at what point do we look at it? It's like, okay, he underachieved with the Kyrie team. That's a fact. He's underachieving with this team.
They went to the Eastern.
They went to the
Conference.
Three
did
out
not
of the
go to
last
the
4
con-
years.
They
Three
did
out
not
of the
go to
last
the
4 years.
They did not go to the conference finals with Kyrie.
Okay, but the two
They got
years before
embarrassed.
that,
They got
2 years before that.
embarrassed.
Okay, 2 years before
They
that,
got
and last year they went to that conference finals. Then what? They went to last year. They went to the
Yeah.
conference finals.
It was in a bubble.
17,
Everybody
18,
went to the conference finals in a
And
bubble.
last year,
My only issue is, here's my issue. He did overachieve with a couple teams. What about 2, maybe 3 teams? He did. I'm not gonna lie.
Isaiah Thomas got to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, it was a perfect storm, but the East was terrible. My point is that when you look at Brad Stevens, it's like I just want him to have the same criticism as every other black coach. That's all. Like when Nate McMillan was going to the playoffs every year and doing good with Indiana, why he got fired all of a sudden? Because they got stagnant. Why are they not saying the same thing about Brad Stevens? That's what I don't like that. Why can't he get that same treatment? That's all I'm asking. Can anybody give me that answer?
I mean,
But they don't do it.
He's doing good. He going Eastern Conference Finals, but I don't think he's having bad.
But
seasons.
that's
First-
Nate
probably
McMillan
his
did not
first
have bad
season.
seasons. Nate
He didn't
McMillan
get to the
didn't
Western Conference
either.
Finals.
It was
That was Frank
Kobe
Vogel.
Bryant. Kobe Bryant
Frank
was there.
Frank Vogel was getting to the Eastern Conference Finals with Indiana with Paul George and Granger, and he got fired. I mean, they fired him.
Case in point, Mark Jackson is another one. What's the guy from he was with the Suns and then he was just with the Pelicans. What was his name?
Gentry?
When Gentry was with the Suns, they was going to the playoffs, second round exit, flirting with that. I'm just all I'm saying is
He
I
was
think Celtics
flirting with
has
the
been
Western
better-
Conference
has been
Finals.
better than all those coaches you've been saying.
a mute point
He's been
because they
better.
never got to the finals. I mean, in mere bag of shells.
Yep.
My problem is they don't criticize him enough for me.
Okay.
Like
This
that
the
team
first
is,
year. I think this the first year he deserved criticism, if any, because he got to the Eastern Conference Final with babies. Like it was all young
Right.
players. They were all young players. Like they were none of them was he was trying to package them to get a Kawhi, get an AD,
That's not
trying to
impossible.
get. They was trying to do that, but now they just letting the young players grow. And then you got a Kyrie and then pan out. Like I don't
Okay.
see how he's
so
under
can
doing anything.
we
He don't
say
got-
that
Any of those guys is MVP talk. If you don't got an MVP talk on your team, you probably not going to the finals, and that you know that. That's period.
They-
And,
but
and he was going up against LeBron. Like it was.
Oh,
it was
but y'all
quiet.
can't keep using this argument. Listen,
Why not?
so are y'all saying this? So he only can coach young players. Is that so? We can all agree on that.
No, he
Well, I-
only
I
has
said
coached
about
young
LeBron.
players besides Kyrie. He only coached pretty much young players.
What
The
I'm
superstars.
Isaiah Thomas was not young. So stop. That's a lie. Al Horford is not young. He had a couple young players, but that's you're just making that up.
Okay.
Like that's
core
not a
was-
true
The
statement.
core was young.
Okay, bro.
The core was
Bro.
Al
The
Horford.
people who was supposed to take
Talking
him
about,
over,
like Marcus
Tatum and
Smart is
Jaylen
the
Brown,
core.
they was supposed to
Marcus
take
Smart
him
is the
over.
core. Like, what
But
are y'all
none of
talking
those,
about?
but you know who the guy's supposed to be.
Yes, Al
at the next
Horford
level.
was. Al Horford was.
No, come on.
Yo, you can say
Making $100 million.
Not getting to the promised land.
All right, bro.
All I'm saying is he need to be criticized more. That's all I'm saying.
I think this year this is the first you could start it. You could start it. But
And he got bad out of bounds plays.
Early this year though, though.
They are dangerous.
Bad out of bounds plays.
They are dangerous.
They got bad out of bounds.
They're going to lose in 4. To any number 1
right.
seed, they're going to lose in 4. They're not dangerous. They suck.
They're dangerous. They're dangerous. AC for sure.
Oh my God, I'm crying. So stay on the NBA for a little bit. Brown high ankle sprain, and LaMelo fractured wrist. So what does this mean to them and for their teams?
Shady. Shady for Charlotte because they was fighting to get in the playoffs. I think it's probably quiet for them. I mean, unless Graham get back to where he was last year, but I doubt it. LaMelo was really the catalyst. He made a switch for them. He was playing great basketball as a starter, giving you 26 and 6 as a starter. So his plus minus was through the roof. So he was a good place. So I think it's quiet for them. It happened. I feel bad for him because his brother had injuries into his season early too. Now he pretty much was going to run rookie of the year. I don't know how that's going to affect that. Hopefully he probably still can get it.
It's probably Edwards now.
It's probably ever. I mean, I don't. Yeah, probably. But I mean, he was clearly the front runner for that. But and LeBron, I think no AD. They might slip. You know what I mean? And that I'd rather keep an eye on that. See how LeBron AD out. Because the West is tough and they might slip. They maybe I can afford 10 more games and missing both of them. They might can't afford that. So we'll see what will happen out in the West because the West is mad competitive. So yeah.
I think it's tough for Melo though, especially being a rookie. Because some people don't bounce back from an injury like this. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that it's gonna be somebody else gonna come up and take his spot, but this is a moment where somebody can, step into that place and then, show how they can really ball. They can potentially take the spot. But some people, I mean, they don't bounce back as good either. A fractured wrist, you come back, your motion may be off a little bit, may not be as effective as you was, prior. So, I mean, it could be a game changer for him. But LeBron, on the other hand, I mean, the Lakers are definitely going to go downhill for a moment because your 2-star players, your 2 leaders out. We see that you can't really win games without those players and you struggle. But I think it's a good opportunity for LeBron and AD to get a little rest, though, too. So, when they come back, they might be back, stronger than ever. But it depends on how deep they fall. But I think, they can come back, bounce back, and be a great team with that rest, a little, extra time to get a couple massage therapists to come through.
Yeah.
So I think the boys might be good.
You got it.
Yeah, I would say this. With like technology and stuff, like these players getting hurt and bouncing like right back. But it is a broken wrist versus ligament. Or I mean, is a wrist it's a bone, right? It's a fracture. So
fracture.
I fractured my wrist. I broke my wrist as a kid.
Oh, where? Were you able to bounce back?
I bounced back, bro.
What they say? They say break a bone as children. No, it comes right back. That's what they tell you.
Yeah. That's the year we went to the East. What was it? The Little League Championship.
ECJFL.
That was nice. ECJFL. That was nice, dog. Inner City. Shout out Inner City.
People bounce back. What was that movie? It was a Disney movie. The dude he broke his arm or something. He was a pitcher for like the Cubs, and he came back from the injury. He was throwing like 95 miles per hour.
Bad News Bears.
No. That's a little boy who broke his arm and he was Major League, not Major League.
Hardball.
Major League?
No, it wasn't hardball.
I love how you call me big.
It was $1 million arm.
No, it wasn't. It probably was. That might be right.
I think it was.
I don't think it was though.
I think it
was it.
I don't think arm was in the title.
Is it Disney? Is it Disney?
It was definitely Disney.
And he was in the outfield.
was it
Major League?
Was it basketball?
Big league. It's big league or Major League?
Basketball.
Baseball was a good movie though.
Yo, man, was ever see basketball?
Yeah, that was a good
That
movie. But what I'm saying that they don't make no movies like that.
They don't make those
movies
no more. They don't make those like that. They just don't do it.
I
don't know why.
Yeah, like where
it's
is
funny
that?
people start making movies like the classic Will Ferrell joint. It's not hitting.
I mean, movies not funny no more. I don't know what it is.
Funny. I don't know. It's too much money into them. I don't know what it is, bro. It's just not. It's not hitting, bro.
Let's call Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year.
All right.
There's a little boy though. He's like 10.
He's like 12, yeah.
So let's get to the tourney. Your boys been keeping up on that March Madness. My bracket is. I had Illinois beating
Iowa.
Gonzaga.
Oh,
And
He was wilding.
Iowa's supposed to be nice.
It's quiet.
Though.
Yeah, it's quiet. I didn't do a bracket, but I did hit the little fan door. Yeah,
little fan do a little something.
But this. To be honest, I haven't really been paying attention all year. So like, but like I knew going in, I'm like, man, nobody played nobody, right? You pretty much play in conference, and it's like, how do y'all know if a team is really good or not, right? You know what I'm saying? Like even when you look at like, but I will say like certain teams like
Syracuse still balling.
True,
Syracuse.
but I mean, but they knew that. But Syracuse always goes fire in the tourney. I was watching them.
That
zone is like
that zone.
it's
That's
so
perfect. It's
draining. It really is. They can always get to That's why it was amazing that he only has one national championship, because it's like once you get down by 6 and it's like 4 minutes to go, and you start panicking as a child, like as a 20-year-old, you gotta run back and be like, damn, I gotta slow it down and try to pass the ball through this zone. Like you can't just like, yo, I got it, y'all boys. Ha 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 ha. Like no, you have to be like,
always reset. It's chess.
It's like so.
It's like the Rad 2K zone.
So it's like
y'all boys in 2K.
We nice with it. I ain't gonna hold you.
But yeah, so I mean, but the tourney
and give Syracuse a couple shooters, because Joe Girard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bro, he was averaging 50 in high school. He was that boy, bro. New York State all-time leader scorer, bro.
But this year, I think like certain teams, you can tell like if you have a good player too, pretty much everybody is even, right? You know what I mean? You can tell like less practice. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's just a level playing field, it seems like. And honestly, I think that I don't know. I don't really have the statistics on this, but I don't know. It just feels to me that like, you know, these mid-majors, these small schools, it's like, yo, what's up? Like with the advent of just
confidence,
Hoopin
like,
bring that out of you.
I know you, like you're not even that nice, G. You know what I'm saying? Like we see stuff all the time. It used to have been a time where we really didn't see those players. Like, you know, like the advent of YouTube now is crazy. But like back then it was like, you know, you get the scouting report from your man. It's like, yo, bro, cuz nice, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, when you seen, he was like, oh, snap. It was crazy in here. Like it used to be that. So it's like it's an intimidation factor. But now I've seen you play your whole career, bro. I just look you up on YouTube. You're garbage. Like I seen, like you know what I'm saying. Like
so, you think that's why so many upsets?
I think that plays a part into it.
To do with it.
I think pandemic.
I think it's all about not having that many fans in the stands.
I mean, it's always upsets. It's not. This is not a year of upsets. I think we gotta
this is nuts.
But I'm saying it's not. It's only upsets because they set a level of expectation for us.
Because the seating.
Yeah, like it should be told. Some of these teams should have never been now seeds anyway. Like I guess the one guy, Kempom, they said had.
That's every year though. I mean.
No, true. But like this year more than ever, it's like. This is insane. Like, I mean, like
to mess up the betting, they do that intentionally, like NCAA in the pocket of people or something. Like, what do you?
Oh, right. You just went to another level with it.
Yeah, well, I think what Chris was saying, maybe it's harder to really judge who is really the 1 seed, the 2 seed, the 3 seed. And maybe the 3 and the 7 is closer this year than ever.
Yeah.
Because people didn't really play and practice and everything, but I was at the casino playing some blackjack and watching the game, so it was dope. But I haven't watched much because Mills I guess his cable don't got CBS, so I can't watch CBS, so I only can watch the games like on TNT.
Okay. Mills, you got to upgrade your cable.
Every time, they always tell me you got to call your cable.
Crazy.
No. CBS is janky. When you try to use the CBS app, it's like they jank, bro. They only put you on they only put you on what they watch. Like a couple games I couldn't watch locally because they had like their local station on or some weird stuff. So CBS jank. CBS.
You good, Mills? Then
my wife just paid the cable bill today too. I'm gonna send you her cash app so you can give her like 10%.
Go ahead, I got you, dog. Go ahead, send that over. I got you. So, not the tourney. But not the plan of the tourney, but actually what's going on behind the scenes. It was pictures and videos of the men's weight room and the women's weight room. Where y'all
that was crazy.
Quiet.
Yeah, the women got one rack of dumbbells. The men's had like everything all over the place. And I mean, if the females, they feel like, why can't we get, the same thing?
Well, how do you feel? Tell me how you feel.
I felt that it was disrespectful. I mean, these are people that, are trying to make a career out of something. They're trying to be the best that they can be. They need the best equipment, to get to where they want to get. And then if you have a facility of 50 women and you give them, one rack of dumbbells, you know what I mean? If I'm lifting 40 and she lifting 40, I gotta wait 30 minutes for her to get done with the 40 pounders before I can touch them. Compared to the men, they can go wherever they want and grab them. And I just felt that it wasn't right. And then they threw something out there. I don't know if y'all saw it, but about the COVID test, like the women COVID test was a little less sensitive than the men's COVID test because they use different things. I'm gonna pull it up while y'all talking.
That's
and I'll
wild.
read it to y'all.
I'll say.
I mean, you gotta do everything not to get sued. I mean,
yeah, they don't. I was gonna be insensitive and say, what do girls need to lift weights for? But, I'll say this.
We had Stove on the show letting us know.
True, I'm being
lift
silly.
weights.
I know. But shout out to her. I gotta be careful because my girl, she played college ball, and she was very upset from my take on this. But I gotta be honest, and I apologize now. Y'all don't make no money, so you shouldn't get anything.
Money got to do with it though.
And that is the most.
It has a lot to do with it.
I don't like when y'all say that.
Yeah, but they're trying to be the best that they can be. And
I don't care. I don't care. That's fine. But y'all grown.
It's amateur. It's amateurism. So that's
no. It is no. But you gotta. This is the first step in college, right? You gotta understand that money does mean something.
It does.
Okay. And this is the second step in college. When you don't make it, things happen differently. That's your two lessons right now during this time in this tourney.
And you say something to make a change.
No. I don't want to make it change because it's not. It's not
people. If you in it like the women did.
Oh, and my response to them is it's a mere bag of shells. Because the reality is
they're gonna get a change, bro.
They're not gonna get a change. Nothing's gonna change. Because we tried Title IX, right? And we understand that football and basketball, men's pay for all the sports. That's a fact. I did not make that up. Everybody know that that's true. So we already doing y'all a favor for allowing y'all to even have sports.
Who is we and y'all?
Who
is we and y'all? Men?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm the reason why women can play in basketball. It's a fact.
You do what are you saying, Sam?
Why? Because you watch college basketball?
No, I'm not saying me. I'm saying men. Like the men is making the money, and it's allowing women to play on this level.
Well, all sports, lacrosse,
all of them. Yeah, all of them.
Swim.
You can go down the list. Yeah. So you ought to thank me. You ought to thank me instead of putting out these crazy photos. Yo, relax. You know what I'm saying? Be humble. Chill out. You know, like, I don't know. Am I off? Am I off? Tell me if I'm off.
No, that could very much be the case.
It is the case.
I'm not arguing that. What I'm saying is the NCAA has an issue. If we talking about WNBA and NBA, I'm right there with you. I mean, because that's insane to me. But amateurism, NCAA is an issue because it's nobody, they can't profit off their name. They're using all this money and stuff, but it should go across the board of all the sports. Your school is making the money, not your basketball. The school is making the money, so to disperse it as such. That's how it works. That's how it works. Though.
But no, it's not because
under. I think that's how I think it should work under amateurism. NCAA should have a broad. It should be like that because.
But that's not fair, right? Because
if you're not paying the kids, then all the kids should be treated equal. If you're not paying the kids.
The issue with that is it's like then you break it down individual schools, and it doesn't work like that because we know that there are boosters that give Kentucky men's basketball millions of dollars, and that money
they're not the NCAA.
No, true. But what I'm saying is that money is literally for this. Nothing like they can't give it to nobody else.
I don't care about that.
But what I'm saying is, so certain perks and certain things that they get on the road, it is divvied up with that money. The NCAA is putting on the tournament. I understand in that regard. I'm not too far off with you on that. But the NCAA also knows as well that I know where my bread is buttered. I know that these programs, these men's basketball programs, is the reason why we have money. So I'm going to take care of them.
But Sam, did you see the pictures, bro? Come on, bro.
Yeah, I saw the pictures.
That's the issue. That's
Sam,
the issue.
Sam, we're not talking about top of the line. We're talking about
hotel weight room.
Bro, it's literally
the hotel weight room.
The hotel weight room.
The hotel weight room.
Can't do it.
So what?
You can't make it look like that, bro. I hear your point. You can't make it look like that. That's
so yeah, right. I agree with Preach, right? You know, you gotta know where your bread is buttered. So if the men's had a better one than the women's, then I wouldn't really complain about it. But what they had was laughable. You might as well have just gave them some buckets with sand in it and tell them lift these. Like that's how bad
some water
was.
jugs,
Like,
some Polar Spring water jugs on a stick. What y'all doing?
Like they could at least put some treadmills in there,
bro.
Some jump ropes,
some pregnant balls to be funny. The pregnant balls you got to bounce on just to be funny.
They gave them a 5, a 10, a 15, a 20, and a 25. They didn't even have a 40 mils. They went up to 25. So like they could at least give them like a high school gym. They literally gave them 4 weights. Like to me that was wilding. That was wilding. But in terms of should it be equal? Because at the end of the day, people are watching the men's tournament right now. So you got to make sure the men's they can lift the weights, they could run on the treadmill. You have to make sure that they are good because that's the product that you are selling.
Yep. Like
I understand if you want to put the money there, I get it. Well, come on, y'all. I mean, y'all didn't put no money. Like, y'all just pocketed whatever y'all had for them and shit. Hey, yo, over there in the corner, that's y'all. That's wild. That was wild. To me, that was wild.
That was wild, bro. And NCAA tourney isn't like just nothing. People watch that. You know what I mean? You know, you got history.
It's the biggest thing in the world besides the Super Bowl.
I'm talking about the women. I'm talking about
nobody watches that. Nobody watches. No, people. You got nobody watches that, bro.
I watched Candace Parker. I watched Diana Taurasi.
Right.
I watched.
You watch
Skylar
certain players, and you watch UConn. You watch UConn versus Notre Dame in the championship. You ain't sitting there watching. I'm not North Carolina State versus.
No, I'm not watching that in men's basketball either. I'm not watching that.
Nah, that's not true.
No, that's not true.
Listen, the reality is nobody watches women's basketball.
I watch it. I catch it if I catch it.
I say this with all due respect.
I catch it if I can catch
it. Listen,
it'd be a secret when it come on. It'd be a secret.
Right. Let's stop. Me, Angie. Remember when the WNBA came back after the bubble, and I said me, Angie, we're gonna try watching it.
I was gonna watch it. Yeah.
Angie watched 4 minutes of it. Said, turn this off. Like, what are we talking about?
Listen,
come on, man. What are we talking
bro,
about?
Diana Taurasi is one of my favorite players.
Facts.
Bro, she is nice.
You keep naming the top women to ever
That's
play.
who got me to play to watch.
But
I'm letting you know why I watch because I know that she happened.
But
somebody like that happening again. You know what I mean?
You don't only watch Zion during the tournament.
You watch Bruce Brown.
You watch
like Bruce Brown, too. Nice. You know what I mean? For I'm just
I'm trying to catch either my team or Cade Cunningham or I'm trying to catch them boys I think those playing league. Personally, that's me.
Listen, I agree, but at the end of the day,
I watch it on the ticker to see my bracket, but I don't watch the games.
Women's basketball is like watching paint dry, like realistically.
Yeah, but it's their career. They try to make a career out of it, though.
But listen,
if we gonna have a WNBA NBA conversation, it's a moot point right there. I'm not even having that one. That makes no sense.
That's been on.
That don't make sense. That don't make sense.
LeBron versus
that's stupid.
Diana Taurasi, right?
No, it was
that Sue Bird.
Sue Bird.
That was Bird.
Sue Bird.
Oh no, that's quiet for her. Now Diana Taurasi is probably better than most men. I'll give her that.
Maya Moore probably could beat.
Maya Moore, nice.
Nah, she'd get real locked down.
She was dunking.
She's garbage.
That's nice.
So let me ask y'all this real quick. Did anybody see any NBA players in the tournament? You got something right?
No, I was going actually. If you remember that time, we was at Kim Bailey. I think when Rat opened the gym.
Oh, and that girl, and I knocked her down. Yeah. I was just telling somebody that. Yo,
if y'all think that
Mike.
Preach,
no, it wasn't like that.
Chuck Howard.
Talk about me having to connect.
Oh. That was years ago, though. I was like 8 years ago.
I still got it. Hit me up.
went to the basket like he was Derrick Henry, bro. Cause she was yo. All right,
She was
we gotta go
wilding.
there.
No.
She was wildin'.
She
Nah,
was
wildin'.
wilding.
She was,
She
but you
really
was wildin' too.
wilding. I wasn't wilding, but like
You was wildin'.
she tried to get physical, and I'm like, okay, but if you want me to play, you know what I'm saying? Like if you a dude, then
should've
okay.
been.
They definitely they ask
All
for
right.
it sometimes.
Exactly. And I was like,
And my
okay,
daughter, if I'm playing
Right.
my daughter, I'm like, yo, you all right? You want to get serious? All right, come on. Like
that's
we gonna-
fine.
I'm not. I'm trying to get you better.
But I respect it. She got up. She
Yeah,
like,
she
look,
got
yeah.
up.
Yeah, she need that.
Right.
People need that.
But she calmed down.
No,
though.
I think she wanted that. Like, don't handle me with kid gloves. I'm
With
trying
grace.
to hoop. Yeah,
I'm playing with y'all. Treat me like I'm one of y'all.
yeah. So
But I don't want to
respect
check
that.
women in basketball. I prefer
Me either. I don't like doing that.
He said, Hey, I'm never going to say the joke I had. We're gonna move on. So let's go to the culture. Did anybody watch that Versus?
It was a Verzuz.
Versus.
Bruh.
The
Ghostface.
Wu-Tang joint.
Ghostface, right?
Bruh,
Yeah,
that joint
Ghost in
was
the
terrible.
Chef.
Yo,
Where
that
I
joint
clicked
was
on
terrible,
it.
bruh.
I heard it was the best.
They had like
song.
100. They had like 170,000
Oh,
viewers,
terrible, bruh.
and it was like having a
It-
kumbaya. So I cut it
Yeah,
off.
that's what I'm saying. It was like, bro, it was obviously the songs they was rapping each other something, but it was like no tension. It was nobody cared but people from New York. And like, I mean, I was watching it. I was like, yo, I was on 2K with Nut. I put the phone to the earpiece. It's like, yo, you know the song Nut? He's like, I think I know this joint. I'm like, bro, you don't know this song, bro. This a lot of it was like,
You never
you know,
heard.
you just never heard it, but they was spitting. But bro, for the masses, for a popular event, that wasn't it. But for New York and people what Wu-Tang mean for, you know, for that culture, they had I was watching it 2 hours after. It was at like 300,000 views total. I'm like, bro, Brandy did
Yeah.
1 million in a second. Like, I mean, like,
It was nice
I'm
little
not gonna compare
fellowship.
them, but as far as the show, it wasn't. Nobody was checking for it. Nobody was checking for it, bro.
Oh, where
Quiet.
my thing at? Hold on. I wanted to see the Versus. I know what's April 2020, 420, they got Meth and Redman, the all high joint. On Mother's Day, they have they had the Izzy brothers versus
See, Meth and Redman, like, I mean, that's better. That's better than the last one because they had lights before each other, if that makes sense. But it's still iffy. It's still like, bro, like nobody want to see that. That's a concert. It's a concert.
It's a concert. I think that's what these are evolving to. The
Yeah,
Izzy brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That's what they
We wanna
said.
see. Yeah, for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
For Mother's Day.
I mean, if they did
not
all
at Easter.
competition, if they did all competitions and then for the major holidays did an Earth, Wind, and Fire,
that's
I'd be
Easter?
cool with that.
Yeah,
I would have been
Easter
cool with
Sunday.
that if it was the first time doing it. The fact that they just gonna roll out with all these Kumbaya joints, it's like, nah, that ain't it.
Quiet.
They didn't really
losing a
throw.
luster.
They ain't throw much out there. They got a Mother's Day special, but they ain't say who it was. And then
Okay.
Memorial Day weekend, they got a rematch. I don't know who the rematch is.
Oh my god!
It says a
We're gonna do
rematch.
All right,
redo
so
something?
okay, so with it being so Triller now owns Versus.
Yep.
And did you watch it on Triller or you watching it just on IG?
IG. Yeah, I watched it.
Okay, what do y'all think is gonna be now that it's Triller, right? Because I don't think Triller don't want Gucci versus Jeezy. I don't think that's what they're going for. I think they may want whatever is going on with this on their platform. You know what I mean?
I don't
'Cause,
know.
like
When that,
they was
That
talking
was the
about
biggest one, right?
I know, but they were talking about real street shit.
yeah.
I'm gonna send you back in the box. I don't know.
But-
I don't know if Triller want that. You know what I mean?
But
I don't know. I don't
remember
know.
the Jake Paul fight, bro, when Snoop was the commentator. That
Mhm.
was Triller. It felt like they was
Yeah.
embracing the culture, like they want all that. I would have thought because how
Okay.
they was letting them cuss, how Snoop was giving it up, how he was like smoking weed the whole show, like how they
Whole
was
show.
giving it up. I thought Triller wanted that energy. I assume the verses. Oh, that makes sense for Triller because how they had Snoop. Snoop
Yeah.
can like maybe commentate a verses. Like I thought like they was gonna go that route. You know what I mean? But I don't know what they're doing, and I'm not a fan of what they got
Right
coming up.
now, it seems like they just trying to get like the biggest names
Yeah.
to get more white people involved. Cause no white people love Wu-Tang. Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's more getting the older people.
Bro, they ain't come out to watch that live. Maybe a lot of people was on Triller. I say that. Maybe a lot of people actually went to Triller because IG was weak sauce.
Yeah, IG was dead.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people want to do it no more. I mean, you got D'Angelo doing it by himself.
I
You
think
got
that's what it
Nike.
is. That's what
So-
it is. Nobody wants to do it. Like clearly, they're scared.
And like,
Bro, you
and
can get some good joints though, bro.
no, but I'm saying like
Get
when
an
I'm
Anthony Hamilton music Soul Child. That's fire. I would watch
but
that.
there's a whole generation who doesn't want to like. You don't hear anything. I mean, they may be quote unquote too big of an artist, but like Big Sean, Wale, Cole, like I mean, maybe Cole,
Maybe
Kendrick,
they not
and
doing
Drake,
it.
they may be
But
too
Ti
big.
want to do it. Ti
I
can
understand
do it.
that,
too
but I'm
young.
saying that, but they
Yeah.
really not that young. Like,
well, they're not young. It's for
10
like
years,
everybody
they got-
just
yeah, they got 10
everybody
years in the
is-
game. Like
Everybody is like
Meek Mill, like he should
Done.
want to do it against somebody. Why can't Meek Mill go against? I don't
they
know.
should do it.
Like
But
Big Sean. Why
I
not?
don't
Why is that
think
not a
they
battle?
Want to do it because I think
Who
it's
wins that battle?
But before I answer that,
Meek.
before I answer that, I think it's a bad look because everybody that's been doing it career has been
geez.
essentially over.
That's not true though.
Who?
Well, yeah,
That's
it
pretty
is.
true.
That's true.
Everybody, Jeezy and Gucci, they've been their peak has been over. They still put out music, but
Gucci,
they not.
Jeezy over. Jeezy over.
Yeah. But Jeezy put out an album like after that,
It's
but
over. It's over.
yeah, it's not. Meek is like still like he's still doing it.
But
It's
I
prime.
think I have an issue.
2
between-
Chainz did it.
They
Rick
under-
Ross. 2 Chainz, Rick Ross.
and they still
Closest
active.
thing-
They-
the closest thing you got.
Rick
closest
Ross
thing
is
you
when the last time he put out something? He's not active either.
Right,
He
2 weeks
came
ago.
on in 06.
Nigga always put out. He put out features every
I mean,
day.
he put out
But,
verses, but he's not.
He is
not
active. Rick Ross is active. You cannot tell me Rick Ross is not active.
Rick Ross is
He
He
active.
just dropped in like
I-
2019, right?
Rick Ross active, Mike. He active.
Yeah, he is active,
Alright.
active. As a matter of
Okay.
fact.
We
But
can- we
my
can
issue
agree,
is
disagree.
I think that like they underestimate their own stardom. It's like I'm not gonna say Meek is washed just because he was on Versus. Just don't get washed, nigga. Like you know what I
won't
mean?
Say that, but
Oh,
you
I
are
don't think-
logical.
you think the masses will?
Yes.
But I'm
The,
saying
the,
like if,
the first dumb
if-
person to
if-
do it, they're gonna be
you
like,
if
it's
Little
like- it's
Dirk
like-
and
it's like a
Baby
money
get
grab.
on there, why is that like who's gonna say
Dog.
that they're washed?
No, that'd
think
be
it's-
fine.
That's
Like
what
a-
I'm trying
like
to
a-
say.
like a- Like a Chief Keef versus a Soulja Boy. I don't know. That's fire.
That's fire.
That's money grab.
Like that's
That's
what they
fire,
need to do
though.
that.
That is
Like,
a money grab.
They would do that.
they need to do that. That's
That's
Like, it's a
fire.
money grab. People gonna call it a money grab, or they're gonna say Soulja Boy.
Oh,
Right.
that's
But
fire.
it's quiet for them anyway.
Chief, but
Nobody
Chief,
cares.
It's quiet for Chief. It's quiet for Chief.
Quiet for Soulja Boy.
That's they can do it. They can do it.
Yeah.
Like,
They
right?
can
Come on,
do
like if Bow Wow and Soulja Boy do it, people gonna dog it.
That's not a good battle though.
You
Chief
need
and
a Chief
Soulja
Keef.
is a good
You
battle.
need a Chief Keef to make
That's
it like
a good battle.
a street dude.
I
where
like
you
that.
make it tough. You know what I mean? Chief, you're not gonna say that about Chief. You're gonna be like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Bow Wow Soulja Boy is gonna be corny.
That's
It's gonna be
corny.
WWE.
Versus it's going downhill anyway. The pandemic is slowly going away.
People outside. I
People got things to
was
do now.
busy. Yeah, I was busy, so I didn't watch any of it.
That's quiet.
But if they
So-
got some, but I do agree. I do agree the pandemic is messing up. But if they got some joints, people gonna watch
with
it.
it.
Yeah, you know, if it's an event, but right,
A
it's
new
like
edition versus
E-
somebody like they
If
can
50 get on there, if they could get 50,
Right, but
it's a
those-
joint.
They not.
But those people like, why do a versus? I can have a concert now, though. I can have a concert. What's the point of me doing a
Dipset said
versus?
they don't want to do it.
They quiet. Bro.
Everybody that we asking to do it said they don't want to do it.
You're right. You're right.
So it is what it is. So now we at
They sold.
we
Yo, shout
concerts.
out to Swiss, and they sold it at the right time. They sold it at the right time, perfect time. They cashed out, and they good. They Gucci.
And
All the people that.
Yeah, anybody that got it, go ahead, Rat. My bad.
Oh no, you could have did it. All the people that was all the contestants, or you will say all the artists got a percentage of the equity too. So I mean, they got out. They did what they had to do. You sell. You make businesses to sell them. You know, some do.
So it
not-
started off just as an idea of free, and then they sold it, and they got equity in
big
Triller.
money.
They said,
Yep, they on the board or something like that.
you know, yeah. So shout out to equity. Shout out to the scammers too. I gotta make sure I got it's in my contract to say that one time a show. All right, so what else? Movies. Oh, well, this wasn't even a movie, but Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Your boys into that Marvel joint.
Yeah, I watch every Marvel thing they put out.
That's what you had on TV. That's what you had on TV the other day, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, me and Lex started to watch them now. We got a couple drinks in. Trying to watch them in no
It's only
chronological
one.
order. No, I'm talking about all the Marvel
movies.
joints.
Okay.
All the Marvel joints. We're trying to watch everything straight through.
All right. So hey, I thought it was a movie. When I seen that it was a series, I was kind of like, do I really want to get invested in another series? I have a big issue with this Falcon and Winter Soldier, and it's just me being Mikey X. Why did they have to make my man Falcon poor? Like, why is he poor? He poor? I was just shocked when I seen that he was.
I think they was trying to use him. I guess that using a black person maybe could be.
No, you're right. They did do that,
but they were trying to make it as if all of them are probably like this. All of them don't have no money because they just out here the government are just about to just chop them out. You know what I mean? Like Captain America didn't have anything either. He was, he didn't have any money either. So,
but I think that you're
right. Captain America had a nice apartment next to some lady doing laundry that was a secret agent.
No, you're right. Mike is right in this regard.
Bucky couldn't be poor.
Yeah, I don't understand why nobody gets paid.
Bucky was poor, bro. You ain't see where Bucky was at, bro. Hiding that.
Yeah.
Bucky was in the slums.
The Asian dude.
Yeah, Bucky's in the slums.
They ain't had no money, but I think that Mike is right. They're reinforcing this trope that black people so they are doing that. Like black people can't get loans. So I mean, I guess in their mind, I guess they think.
But they was bringing attention to it. I guess they was. I'm not saying they were, but I guess they in the beginning when the girl was saying when we come in here, I guess they was kind of trying to bring. You can see it like that, but it's still tough. It's still reinforcing some stereotypes. It is, especially on that big of a lot, millions of people watching that. Like that's
we don't get loans, but you ain't got to put us like being poor though. Like you know what I mean? You can we can have money and just say we don't
selling dinners.
Yeah, all right.
Everybody got dinners. Everybody knows somebody got
to
go to dinner, bro. Like who haven't?
Just so I was okay
buying
with
a dinner Friday.
I felt
shout out Bax. He just did a crab boil. Shout out Bax. Shout out Mia's menu. You know what we talking about?
To me, I felt like a black person did that. I don't know if white people know black people be selling dinners like that. So I felt like there was definitely some black input. But when he was selling dinners, I said, "Oh, this selling."
He was his idea and said, "Yeah, we about to sell these dinners. We about to get right." You know what I'm saying? You about to get right. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I'm crying. So I don't know. I'm gonna see. How about Justice League? Yo, boy, sit down and watch that yet? They said it's 4 hours.
It was. I watched it.
Oh, you watched it?
The whole thing straight through?
Yeah,
it's a director's.
I didn't watch
it.
Right? I did not watch it straight through, but I watched
I think so.
It's Snyder's cut. Zack Snyder.
So you do like 2 hours and take like an intermission, and
I just watched it throughout. It took about 2 days. Just watched it throughout.
I heard it was terrible.
I think for me, if I didn't watch the first one, I would have probably enjoyed it more. But the first one was so bad, and they used a lot of the first one, and it was like it's still the first. It was still the first one to me. You know what I mean? They added other things, different nuances, stuff like that. But the first one was so bad to me.
It was so bad. It was the worst movie of all
so
time.
it's like that first one is still in the movie though. It's still there. They didn't take that out. You know what I mean? So it's like it's
director's cut. Yeah, it's not like it's nothing.
No, but it's extra. But it gave everybody backstory. It tried to give it. If I didn't watch the first one, this might have just been a C movie. You know what I mean? Not
4 hours though. You wouldn't watch a 4-hour movie though.
I would. I thought Dark Knight was amazing.
That's a long movie.
I mean, I would. I mean, Dark Knight was amazing.
4 hours. What Dark Knight?
Dark Knight was like 3.5, right? Like 3:20.
Was it?
No way.
Yeah,
it was like 3. It was
long.
It was one of the best movies I watched in my life.
Endgame was long too. That was 3 something.
One of them two of the best movies.
Dark Knight was 2 hours and 30 minutes. Like relax.
Was it?
Yes. I know. Like y'all like 3 hours though.
Yeah, well, how about Endgame? How about Endgame?
Endgame might have been 3 hours, but that was expected because they actually made it to be that way.
But it's not a movie. It's not sitting out in a movie, so it'll give you time to go back to it. I mean,
Endgame was 3 hours exactly. 4 hours is another hour on that. That's insane.
God, that's insane.
If they tell you it's a 4-hour movie coming in theaters, you would say absolutely not.
Not if it's an Avengers movie. I will go watch that, bro. I'm tired. I'm heavy on that. I like it.
I'm heavy on the Avengers movie, but you would have to have like a 30-minute intermission. Everybody go to the bathroom. Let me go.
Bro, Batman was 2:45. Preach line. That's 2:45.
Man, 2:45, 2:30.
The Dark Knight was 2 hours and 32 minutes. I just looked it up.
I mean, I don't care. It's not 4 hours.
It's not 4 hours.
So I'm gonna watch that.
But if it's movie good, I will watch it, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's ultimately what I'm saying. If it's good, I'm
gonna fall asleep in about an hour and 30.
Yeah, like Avatar. I have never seen that movie straight through. I always fall asleep.
The blue one.
Yeah.
And I saw it twice.
I literally always fall asleep.
Don't ask me why.
Titanic. I watched the Titanic through. Y'all ever watch Titanic through?
Didn't we go to see
Hey, don't bring that back up. Hey, we starting out again.
Oh, okay.
You brought that up when I wasn't here that one day.
No, the
Remember I texted you?
Titanic. Oh yeah. My bad. No beef. But the Titanic. Yeah, but that's a great movie though. The Titanic is not 3 hours though, Rad. Like you be
It
making.
might be.
They only like 2 hours and like
No, it's 3,
35.
bro. It's 3. Titanic 3.
No, it's
Yeah,
because
because
we
back
seen
then
it
that
on
was long.
TV. No, we seen it
Oh,
on
commercials,
TV, so it makes it seem
commercials.
longer than what it
Yeah.
is.
So
but
I
it's
sat
not.
down and watched it for 3 hours.
Oh no,
right?
I lied. The Titanic was 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was
It's a
long.
classic. Shout out to
But
Leo.
it's a classic though.
Creepy,
Classic,
creeping.
yeah, Leo.
Shout out to
movie
Leo.
was that long. See, that would have been a Netflix series now though.
That would have been fire though. It would have
Yeah.
been fire
Yeah,
Netflix
Netflix
series.
series.
Two seasons.
Yeah,
They
like
might be
two-
coming
two
out with it.
seasons.
Yo, we might need to hit Netflix with that. They might be coming out with that joint.
Yeah, I
The
know,
Titanic.
right? Yo, hold on. I'm gonna bleep that one out too. Netflix, call us.
Black
You got
Titanic?
ideas.
Nah, it wouldn't be. That'd mean black people wouldn't go.
Nah, it'd be like an Italian joint.
No, it
Jack
be
was
a
Italian, right?
A cruise joint.
And the movie?
The dude was Italian. That was his friend.
I don't know.
He was like Sicilian or something like that.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. Anything on the culture that we need to talk about before we hit the outros?
Did we talk about the Benny album?
No, we didn't.
No, we did.
Rad, since you think it's the greatest album of all time, you can tell us what's up.
I don't think it's the greatest album of the time.
I
I thought it
That's
was.
what you said.
I didn't say that. Y'all boys are tripping.
We got the messages, G.
Right here.
I said it was
I'm
fire.
a screenshot.
I said it was
and put
fire.
in.
You said
said it
Benny
was
talking
fire.
that talk.
Yeah, he was.
You
Oh,
said
he was talking.
Benny-
He was talking though.
You
He
said
was
Benny.
talking.
He said
I
he
thought-
talking
He was
that
talking.
talk.
I thought for what it was, I thought it sounded great. I thought it was the 30-minute clip. It was like 28 minutes. I thought that was perfect. You got right. I was listening to it, a lot. I listened to it a lot because it was only 30 minutes. I thought, I thought he had good features. I thought Rick High was fire on there. Shout out Rick High. I thought he had a great verse. I thought the song with Chinks, rest in peace, Chinks Drug. That joint that joint was fire. I thought that was a fire song. I think
Really?
Chinks was fire. Yes. When a beat drop on Chinks verse, bro, that joint's fire. Rest in peace, Chinks. I thought it was a good album. I just thought it was a good album. I thought it was, if this an entry point for you for Benny, I thought he did what he's supposed to do. For me, I just thought, it was, he's talking that talk, and I think he got better at doing that. He got better at what he do. That's what I felt like. So sorry. I didn't know if y'all didn't. I'm trying to figure out why y'all didn't like it. What made y'all not like it?
It was good. I thought it was good. I wouldn't listen to it though. It was more so like a smokers. We in the basement, just listening to some stuff I just wrote 5 minutes ago, and I'm about to get the booth right now. Let's listen to this freestyle. Like that's what I thought it was. Like a big.
Look
big
how
thing of
Billy
He had some
freestyle.
stories. He had some
described
stories
it.
in there though.
Look how you described
He had
that,
some
Joe.
stories in there. He had some stories in there.
I thought the first 3 songs was terrible. Like when I turned it on, I was just like,
He snapped.
I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling the production. I'm not feeling any of the cadences. I thought 2 Chainz probably had the best verse.
Yeah, 2 Chainz is hilarious.
2 Chainz was
Yeah.
sweet.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it was kind of old too for me, so it was kind
I
of a little
thought all the
nostalgic.
features was good. I thought all the features.
Quiet. I thought French was awful. One of the worst verses I ever heard in my life.
It's a French verse. God, like what'd you expect from a French verse?
I think I think like all the tracks where he was alone, I liked. Besides the first one,
Chinks record,
I did not like it at all.
I like hooks though, man. It wasn't a lot of hooks. I like hooks.
It's no hooks at all.
That's what he do.
Yeah, he doesn't do that.
I know. I'm just saying, but when I
Oh,
listen to
okay.
music, I listen for hooks, and it wasn't. So that's why I really.
A couple of, I mean, it was a couple of songs. I was like, okay, he's rapping. Like towards the middle of the album, like okay, he rapping. Like I can enjoy these raps,
No, he
but
was
like
definitely rapping.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't connect to it like I thought I would. Like the Plugs I Met 2 was definitely a letdown for me. Like it's not 10 to Talk 3. It's not the Plugs I Met. You know what I'm saying? It's not. What was his album called?
What Top Boy?
No, what was
Hip
that?
Boy?
Hit Boy?
Yeah, what was that called?
Looking at it right now. I don't know why I can't think about it.
can't
Burden
think
and Proof.
Yeah, Burden of Proof. Like
It definitely wasn't Burden and Proof.
like those 3 projects are 10 times better than this. It's not even close. I don't like when you say the rapping is better on this, it's not. The production is not better. There's nothing better on this album than any of those 3 albums at all. Not one thing.
I think it's improvement from the Plugs I Met, the first one. I think it's improvement from that.
If you think that it is, you're insane. Like you're legit insane.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was the same sound. I thought he did.
It was
I
not
thought
the
he
same
rap. I
sound.
thought he rap. I thought he rap. I think he rapping better than he. I think he rapping better personally.
Not at all. I think he's saying the same thing.
I would say that it's definitely it wasn't intended to talk. It wasn't burden and proof. If you want to say it's better than the plugs I met the first one, then I mean I won't argue that, but I felt like it sounded like a mixtape. Now, if the burden of proof is like his mixtape thing, and like every time he come out with a burden of proof, it's going to be like a mixtape feel when he just rap. I'm fine with that.
You mean the plug? The plug I met. The plug.
Yeah, the plug I met. Yeah. If that is his mixtape series, then all right, cool. If it's a mixtape, I'm fine with that. But coming off burden of proof, and now dropping this, I thought, all right, it's going to be like an improvement. Like he's going to get in that bag and just keep improving, becoming like a real artist. And to me, this was like just mixtape, in the booth with. Well, no, just rapping.
Well, good features though. That's why, like, I
That's
think
what it was.
But I think the advent of not is crazy. I was just thinking this. Like, I used to in college, like, go on. I don't even know if the website still exists, like newhiphop.com. And the crazy is the white boy told me about it just to see new music. But my point is like not having mixtapes and things of that nature. I think it messed this generation up only because it's how we looked at it. Right, it's just we looked at a mixtape in a certain lens that
way. You expected it to be.
Yeah, I expected
different.
it like, okay, this is going to be different than the album. I understand that, and it's fine that way.
I hear what y'all saying, but now, everything is on streaming farms. Everything gonna come out.
I know.
I understand that, but like if he would have said he said this was an album or EP.
It was 30 minutes, so I'm assuming it was an EP.
But like
7 songs. 30
my
minutes.
point is, if he would have like been like, okay, yo, plugs I met too. This is a little EP. We getting the streets warm. You know what I'm saying? We warming the streets up. And I think not advertising this in a certain way hurt him, because I'm not gonna lie, I was really expecting like some hot fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he about to take it to the next level like Mike, but this was not the next level. This was a step down. I
think it's
from burden of proof.
From burden of proof. And 10 to Talk 3 and plugs I met like 18 Wheeler with Pusha T. He was snapping.
Yeah, snap.
Like we talking about snaps. Like this was like, I mean, it was okay. It was some good rapping. Like he had some high level features, so I guess he had to put it in this light. But I don't know, man. Benny, he got to go back to the drawing board, man. Maybe he got something in the tuck.
It was like #1 streaming, so
no,
it's a good entry point. Like if it's your first time hearing Benny, I think that's a good little 30-minute body of work. I don't see how y'all don't see it like that. But
no,
we're not saying
we're not looking
at
it that way.
But
y'all comparing it to other albums.
Were here,
this is not how
it didn't meet my expectations.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
This is not our entry point. This is not our entry point. So you're not. I can't speak for somebody else.
But yeah, I hear you. But y'all still talking like it was bad music. And
I'm saying that it's not. It's not as good as his other stuff to me.
Period.
Okay.
And on top of that, if it sounded like a mixtape, and if he was going for an album vibe, I didn't get that at all.
What do that even mean, though? Like you want like a curated body of music?
No, what I'm saying is, you know what it means because it's like porn. You know it when you see it. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like you know when you see it type of thing.
You know it when you see it. Yeah. Like, because when you gave him kudos on burden of proof and said like on his next joint, like no, really try to get into like a hook bag, try to like curate songs, and
he did. The 2 Chainz had a hook. He had hooks. He had better features. He did do that to me. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Well, that's to you. I'm not trying to convince you that it was bad. But
everybody had different expectations.
You trying to convince us that we wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not
convincing you wrong.
I feel like Harry Fraud gave him the whack beats.
I don't think so.
I think that
I just totally disagree with y'all. That's
the Harry Fraud beats that French had was fire.
Bro,
they sounded luxurious. They sounded like
that Chinks joint is fire, bro. Go listen.
These joints is like mad whack, bro.
But shout out to Benny. Shout out to Griselda. Shout out to Buffalo Kid. So I'm still. I mean, when Benny dropped, I'm gonna listen.
We support.
I support, and like as of now, he is one of my favorite rappers that I listen to. So when he dropped, I'm gonna listen. So regardless, shout out to Benny. I'm coming from a place of love when I say this. Not that I'm trying to like critique him and give him advice. I'm just saying I hold him super high now.
For a fact.
So and when he dropped, I'm expecting something. So like for Drake, if Drake drops some mid, I'm coming on here to kill him. And Rag gonna want to fight me, but that's fine. But if Drake drops some mid, I'm
it's
killing
I
him.
mean, but it's
It was
so
mid.
hard for that. It's so hard for that because I mean, everybody expectations is always generally higher than usually. When do your expectations ever be met?
When 2 Chainz drops, I had no expectations and I actually enjoyed it. True.
I'm saying, but when do your expectations actually be met? No expectations different.
Nothing was the same. Exceeded my expectations. LeBron James exceeded my expectations. Do you want me to keep going on?
Burden of proof. I didn't expect Benny to drop that like that.
Exceeded my it's like
444. I didn't expect
it happens
drop that like that.
It's not. It doesn't happen all the
others.
time. Well, not. I mean, it happens with the greats, with the people who's like really good. But like with the people who
I just left. It's fine. I left it alone. Y'all got it.
I know. I appreciate that, Rad. See, Rad, I appreciate you for conceding. So let's move on to the outro. All right, so let's get serious here for a second. No, before we get there, I want to say rest in peace to Elgin Baylor. He passed away. One of the greats. Where does he rank, Preach, on your list?
I would probably give Elgin Baylor probably a top 19 player all time.
Okay.
He brought 17 to 19. And the reason why I say 17 is because my father would, if he was here, he would probably slap me. You know what I'm saying? Because he holds Elgin Baylor in a higher regard. He was a great player. So yeah, top 20 definitely.
All right. Shout out to Elgin. Also rest in peace to. So I had this down. Rest in peace to people who lost their lives in Atlanta. I wanted to come on and talk about that. All right. And it hurt writing rest in people to the people in Colorado too, before we could even cover the Atlanta joint. Like we had 2 happen before we could even cover another one, the first one. So, but rest in peace to the people in Atlanta. The guy walked into the massage parlor. Allegedly, he said, or he thought it was one of those happy ending places, and he had a sex addiction, and he wanted to get rid of the places that, I guess he felt weak, that made him feel weak. So he went in there and killed 8 people. And the cop said that he was having a bad day, so they was kind of not justifying it, but almost humanizing him. He just had a bad day. And I guarantee those 8 people and those families had the worst day of their life. So y'all got anything to say on the people in Atlanta?
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I don't like doing this, but I just want people to be consistent, right? Like only white people get the benefit of the doubt. Like only white people get the benefit of the doubt. And it bothers me. It's like, so what if he was having a bad day? Like, I mean, I could tell somebody who had a bad life. Like, but you don't. But
my question is, before y'all go, so what do y'all want everybody get the benefit of the doubt, or white people not to get the benefit of the doubt?
I want everybody to get the benefit.
Everybody get the benefit of the doubt.
That's what y'all want. Okay.
Yeah, get everybody the benefit of the doubt. Just be fair across the board.
Okay.
But if you're gonna only get them the benefit of the doubt, no, treat them like us then.
Yeah, that's it.
No,
I
just want fairness.
At
the end of the day, if
fairness,
either
side.
Either side.
If you're gonna say, it's impossible to treat y'all with respect, then fine. Don't treat them with respect.
Don't treat them with respect. You're right about it.
No,
make it fair.
If I see Preach slap Mills and slap Rad, then I'm expecting I'm gonna get slapped too.
Right.
So if I see everybody getting treated like this way, then I expect when I do that, I'm gonna get treated the same way. But when you see somebody getting fair treatment, it's kind of like, fuck y'all then.
Yeah. Equal opportunity slapper, man.
Yeah, I know, right? So rest in peace to the people who lost their lives in Boulder, Colorado. That happened last night. Dude walked into grocery store, AR, and and killed 10 people. One of them who was a police officer of 7 kids. I hated hearing his story. I believe everybody's story is gonna suck because somebody was 20, somebody was 65, somebody's family, somebody's son, daughter, grandmother, however the case may be. Everybody lost a loved one. But with his story, he had 7 kids, and he didn't even want to be a cop on our front line. He wanted to be like on a drone unit because he said, I got 7 kids. I can't afford something
life,
happen and for them to be without me, and for it to really, really come true. That's kind of heartbreaking. Anything on that?
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Everybody's involved, man.
How do y'all feel about does it invoke y'all anything about guns and gun laws? Does this stir anything up in that pot for y'all or no? Y'all,
I think we should say that topic for next week.
all right.
I like that because I know me and Preach gonna be on opposite ends of that for sure.
Yeah, that's a tough conversation.
So, but I will say this that I also hate how we cover this. We go on CNN or CBS, Fox, whatever the case may be, and we always talk about how this not us, this not us, this not us. And like once Corona is slowing down, like we getting right back to the real pandemic.
Where we left off. Where stuff left off at.
Yeah, we right back to mass shootings. Like this is a thing now in America, and now I'm like, do I want to leave the house? Type of gig. So it's tough. So, but we can talk about that next week. So we got shout out to Rad. Rad had his little baby girl, so shout out to Rad.
Sure.
Three kid Rad, 3 kid hat, and
shout
out to Hefe. Shout out to Hefe. Yo, your boys seen this? Cubs prospect Verzuz Camargo charged with possession of 21 pounds of meth.
Listen, Verzuz had the Zeus. Yeah, the young Zeuser. He was wild.
Hey,
my thing is,
he had to pay his debt. He had to pay his debt when from getting out. He had to pay his debt.
Was he selling it or was he like he was a middleman? He had to be the middleman.
He was moving.
He was moving it for somebody. Yeah.
He had to connect to a cartel. He had to pay his debt.
Shout out to them, whoever they is that didn't get that shipment. I feel for you. Yeah,
man.
That's bad.
I think our overdue bills merge got caught up in that too.
Listen, everything got caught up in it. 21. I'm like, yo. I'm like, yo, can you imagine the dude seeing that on the news? Like, oh, this wild. This is so mess. It's wild. Hefe probably like, yo, what up, bro?
Somebody got paid for it. Somebody got paid for it. Get it in blood.
Yeah, somebody got to get that. Somebody gonna get that for sure. But it's like, come on, like he could have been making millions being a pitcher.
Nah, look at
that's why I got you in the back end, bro.
That's why I feel like that's why I feel like it was he risked his life and his freedom, I think, for
his family,
a favor. You know what I mean? And he had to do that.
Man, they had their family under lock and key, G.
I think so. I personally,
somebody had to make a choice.
Shout out to Chopper.
Make a choice.
Shout out to Chopper.
Shout out to Chopper. Shout out to Hefe. Hit me, yo, Hefe. If you need somebody else, I'm looking. As I was looking, holla at me. I got a trip to Tulum booked anyways.
For facts.
Yeah. Talk a little business. The plugs I met. Holla at me. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here. Was there anything else before we go?
Good pie, fellas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We out. Who do you?